Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Ah, that noise is too much. Easy. I don't want too much of noise. So. Hello. They said it's rude to chew gum when you are talking to people. Long pẹ̀lẹ́. Sorry, let me throw this out. But you're in me. Say no me one. Let me just do my chats. Hello, good evening. How are we? Hello, is it me you're looking for? I just wonder where you are. I just wonder what you're doing. Are you somewhere feeling lonely? Or there's someone that can do for you? Ó ṣe báàdì tí wọ́n jẹ́ ká máa lo orin àwọn èèyàn ká fi jó lórí social media. Ó ṣe báàdì gan. Hey, hey, okay, if I want to give you people quiz, who is my best musician? Whose music? I lie. If you get it right, which musician is my best musician? As in when it comes to music. As in when it comes to music. Whose music? You remind me of my days, Osu days, Michael Boston. When it comes to music, whose music do I like the best? I can't find Kurt Clark in this place, so whose music? Okay. Whose music? Okay. Yedide Adetola, you are number 1. You got it right. Where are you based? Where are you based? Yedide Adetola, where are you based? Where are you based, Yedide? Where are you based, Yejide? Where are you based, Yejide? Oh my shame. Yejide Adetola, where are you based? Oh. Some people go just type. They know the London. Okay. So we have 3 quiz. Yedide Adetola, 1 number. The first one. Wait. You have to get the 3 questions. Whoever gets the 3 questions is getting something from me. I didn't plan that. It's just mood. It's just mood. So when it comes to music that you sing, me that I heard K1's song when they finished doing surgery for me, and I stood up and I was smiling, I was dancing. Hey, now they say, yeah? That's how much I love his songs. His songs, mo like orin K1. Ẹ gbàgbé. I really like his song. Love. Who is my best musician for now? As in, K1 is not my best musician. His song is my best music. So you see, there are two different things. Who is my best musician? Adebisi, how are you? Okay, Yedide, you again got it. Number 2, Davido is my best musician. Mohbad is not alive, so I didn't know Mohbad during his lifetime. I'm only fighting a cause. You know, Mohbad is not my best musician. He's someone that I'm fighting a justice cause for him, because there's suspicion that he was spied. So, Yedide, again, you got this. Now, lastly, the third, but not the least. So everybody should know now, my best music is K1. My best musician is who? My best musician is who? Davido. Now, the last but not the least. If you need if you need life wire, if you need to call a friend, if you need to shake bada shekodo, koko baba shasun. Now, out of all the fashion designers in Nigeria that is well known, who do I patronize? Out of all the fashion designers that is 1 to 6 in Nigeria for now, who amongst them, who is the one that sold all my 3 outfits for my 50th birthday? Yeni last final. Abiodun Jaji, you got it. Shame. Abiodun Jaji, you can't, that's not how to go about it. Oh yeah, Adebisi, write Abiodun Jaji down. Write her name down. Yedide is leading. So she's going to contest with, she's competing with Abiodun Jaji. One person has to get 3 scores more before we proceed on this our chat. It is Becca Stitches. Abiodun Jaji. Abiodun Jaji got it. She's number 1 to write it down. It's Becca Stitches that sold my 3 outfits. She's 1 to, if you count 5 designers in Nigeria, she's 1 to 3. So she's the one that sold my 3 outfits. So Abiodun Jaji is competing with Yedide. Yedide has 2. She only needs 1 more to be a winner. So if anybody overtake her, there's nothing I can do. Are you getting me? Is Agboke, if Adebisi is not there, can you write it down? Agboke, please help. Agboke, help. Or no, it's not congratulations. So Adebisi, there's no need to congratulate anybody. Nobody is a winner yet. There's no need to congratulate. It's only whoever gets 3 scores is going to win something for me tonight, by the grace of God. I didn't plan that. No need to congratulate until a winner. I didn't plan that. I was just doing my own thing. I just said, let me do that. Now, number 3 Number 4 question is right now, as it is. In this moment now, as it is. Because if you are in exam hall, that's how I will write my own question. Don't be saying, you exam worry. Right now, as it is right now, now. What song is, just name the track that I will hear and I will be feeling like, forget, just name the track of, and the person. What song will you play for me now? Tima Sheba, Tima Bessie, shake, tell me mama Sheba. Abiodu daddy, well done. Who is the name of Abiodu? Is 2, Yejide 2, Abiodu Martin Winnie by Mohbad. Yejide, are you still in the competition or you've gone home? Have you left the competition? It's not brotherhood. No. Abiodu is right. It's Mohbad's song. That's the song I will hear now. Tima Karimo, Tima Tarami Mashi is Peace by Mohbad. She's correct. She's correct. So it's 2-2. It's 2-2. Hey. Yejide, are you still here? Hey. Yejide, please, can Yejide answer? No, it's not Christiania. They've answered it. It's Mohbad. It's Peace by Mohbad. Only Mohbad, ni. That's it. To be sincere, it's Peace by Mohbad. It's Peace by Mohbad. To be sincere, it's not there. I love Davido as a musician. I love K1's music. Who is my best actress? Who is my best actress? You can't answer 2 people now, Mohbad and Davido. No. Are you trying to people that are going to mark this thing, you want to confuse them? Who is my best actress? Are you going? Who is my best actress? I'm looking at you people. Mercy Aigbe, Funke Akindele. How can you say Mercy Aigbe is my best actress? Who is my best actress, to be sincere? I'm very impressed. Thank you so much. Bukola, Lanre, Ahmed, you have joined the crew. My best actress doesn't mean she's the best. She acts the best. I told you people on this platform. That means that you just come. It is Mobi Nkpe. I said it used to be Mercy Aigbe. For some reason, I started loving Mobi Nkpe just like that. And people, that means you just come here. Is RMD actress? Is RMD actress? Hell, I don't know what to do now. Is RMD actress? Eh? Sandra have joined it now. Sandra have joined this thing. Hey, I don't know. All the people are mentioning. I don't even. Is RMD the best? Is RMD Kuli Afolayan? Are they actress? Hey. It's Mobi Nkpe. I said it here. Those people that wrote Mobi Nkpe, they know I said it. I said before it doesn't mean they are the best in acting. Who I like, as in who is my best, who I just really like her. Just me. Beginning to, like her. All right, I just like her. It used to be Mercy Aigbe until she Dale Ajobi. Now, yeah, you people are writing it there. Mercy Aigbe. Mercy Aigbe thought he blocking me. Mercy Aigbe is blocking me now. Eh? She don't block me. Eh? You people are writing RMD. I wrote Latif. Why can you write Latif? Why doesn't she have a name? I love Baba Shoki, but she's not my best actress. I said it here. I said Mobi Nkpe is my best. I've said it here. For now, I just love her. It's not that she's the best in acting. You know, love. You say you got a natural love with her. Exactly. It's not. That was how I used to feel about Mercy Aigbe before we fell out. Oh, are blocking me. Since that time till now, I have not eaten. Yo, Jeon. But Mercy is blocking me. I haven't eaten now since that time. You know? So, so Sandra is added to the queue. Are you writing it down? Adebisi, who is there? Ghost, are you writing that? Torio Tiskatam. Yeah, you really know I was just. We know how we drag Mercy. Mercy, Toti blocking me down. Toti blocking me. Me support him. I'm not a good person. I don't know why she blocked me. Oh, they do me go. So, now, to be very sincere, this year, how many years will my anniversary in marriage be? And what dates? To be sincere, some of you may choose different dates, because even this May is one of my dates. I didn't just talk about it. May 12th, I didn't just talk about it. I'll be May 11th, sorry. I didn't just talk about it because I always celebrate the other one. You understand? The one that we went to registry. So I don't do the traditional and all those things. So don't worry. Yeah, well done. You are our best analyst. Yejide, winner! Yejide got it. Winner! Yejide is the winner. 24 years. Yejide is the winner. Well done. Yejide, where are you based? Can you get in touch with me? What can I give you? What can I give you? What size are you? What size are you? What size are you? Yejide, write it here. What size are you? June 12, yes. Tayo, you got it, but you know, in June, but it's 24 years in the thank you, June 12, thank you. Yejide is the winner. I love it because what size are you, Yejide? What size are you? So if I know if you are a size that I know, I'm going to show you. Maybe you pick the one you want. Yeah, it's size 12, Harry. Hey, Yejide. What kind of size is that? So, what kind of size is that? I don't do Stongopio J. No wonder you size 12. Bawo. What else can we do aside that? Yejide. What else can I? Because I don't think. Let me check for you. Size 12. Bawo. Size 12, bawo. Oh, I'm coming. I want size to me. Already share size 12 OJ. I want to look through here for you. If not, you have to get something like maybe other things that okay. Let me see. I'm coming, Yejide. Oh. Size 12 bawo, size 12 bawo. Àwọn èèyàn títírín yìí, mi ò ń ṣaṣọ yín o. Mo fẹ́ wọ aṣọ kan báyìí. One moment. This one. Let me get, I think I have a 12 of one, this particular cloth. One moment, so ever been see me. I'm trying to get here today. There's this clothes. I want to show you this orange small. Mo fẹ́ pick it out. And I have to do it because I promise. She can't do quiz just like that. I don't know. I want her in size 12, but only size 12. But it depends. She has to like it. I'm not going to give her what she wouldn't like. I will only give her what she would love. One moment, I'm coming. Then I'll bring her scarves. Those ones, anyone that she decides that she will. And I'll post it free to her tomorrow by the grace of God. Yesterday I'm coming. You won the 3 questions. Wow! Clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. Wow! I'm proud of you. At least it's not that you just come here, you just listen. You are not following. You are not in. You are not saying. Oh yeah. Yesterday, which one do you like? Tell me. Just indicate. Indicate. Okay. Do you like this? This can be. This is kaftan. It's quite big, but you can trim it. Do you like this? But it's not, it's 14, you know. This is one. Summer wear. Or you like this? This is quite heavy. It's more of, it's quite embroidery. Tell me the one you would prefer. This one runs small, so I'm sure you. Or any of the scarf, you can take 2, any 2, because see 1, 2. So it's your choice. Yeah, I love the black. Santa, you didn't win anything. Well, Santa, ben come on, jare. Yesterday lonely day. Yesterday is your day, jare. My size is 60. Yesterday, CEO or Chanel. Just choose any 2 of the scarf, okay? You love the black dress, okay? So this is coming for you, okay? I'll post it. Get me your address. You can give it to the court clerk today, right now. They'll send it to me, and I will send a proof of postage to you by tomorrow, by the grace of God. So it's all embroidered with Swarovski stone. For doing the quiz and passing, you got yourself that. All right? So tomorrow, be sure I'm going to post it out to you. Don't worry. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for the quiz. We enjoyed the quiz, Abby. You've actually got to know me better. I love your green top. Oh, this is what I wore to work today. You like it, Abby? I wore it with skirt. It's summer, so you look a bit bright. You're very welcome, Yejide. Thank you also for participating in the quiz. And you actually know me. Olufemi Atoki, sir. Did you pass any quiz? Any other question? No, patience. Nothing. I didn't plan it. Did I plan it? I was just feeling like I felt like singing. I just, I didn't feel good just giving questions out and not at least awarding or rewarding the person. So where it says they please confirm and signify. Yejide, yes, let me pin her name down. This is Yejide Adetola. Yejide, please kindly pass your name and address to the court clerk at ABC. Okay, please. You just say this. They go for those, please. The scarf or the black dress is a no-brainer. Jumbo, she already took the gown. Don't worry. It's hers already. I also say 20. No, Olufemi are talking. You have to pass 3 questions. Yesterday passed 3 questions. In fact, she had contenders, but good thing was she won what's the other lady's name? Abiodun or something like that. How she won her was the last question. Because Abiodun also said 23. She said 24 years. By the grace of God, June 12th, by the grace of God, I'll be 24 years in marriage, which is true. So, and always remember, it's June 12th, the day Abiola Pai. You understand? So that was the day we did the registry. Abiodun Jaji, so she was the contender. Assuming Abiodun didn't write 23, assuming she wrote 24, and Abiodun for win. So it was just something that happened. We didn't think of it, we didn't plan it. It just happened. So that is that. You're all very welcome. Hello, everybody. So Mr. Femi, don't worry. Assuming you won, I may not have men's wear, but I will surely have something for your wife, your mom, or your sister, or somebody dear to you, or your child. I will just say, okay, since I don't have sell male stuff, I will give you something that I sell that are women's stuff that you will give to somebody dear to you. You get, so you are still in a safe place. It's not, it's not yet June 12th. Oh, no, it's not yet June 12th. I said, this year, how, no, you don't understand. Go and listen to that, my question. I said, this year, how many years will I be? And the date when it will it be my wedding? And I asked that, which day and what am I going to be clocking this year? So, obviously you should know that I'll be a year ahead of 23. So you tackle liar, you still want to, well done. It's called a pop quiz, but let's have more of this, please. Yeah, okay, Jumbo, don't worry. You know, things just happen. It's not something that I pre-planned. Abiodun, don't worry now. So if you go to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, this is how you'll be crying there. This how you'll be crying there. They will tell you to call. Is this how you bring out tears? Wow. No, you didn't say it's patience. Go, Jare. Patience have started. You didn't say patience. So you people will write something now in quiz. First person that wrote said it. First person that said it matters. No, patience, no. You can say 24 early, but you have not scored any mark before. That is the problem. Do you understand? You probably felt okay, but you've not scored any mark. JJ scored 2 already. Abiodun scored 2 already. In fact, Abiodun wrote 23 before Yejide. And I was looking. Now, thank God I wore my glasses. Allah only more glasses in me now. I go win quiz. As if it was Nigeria, now money I forgive. I can't post clothes to Nigeria. It's money I would have given. You understand? So next time, if you hear quiz, just make sure, okay, yes, continue, ma. Okay, Olufemi, well done. So yesterday was Baba Mohbad's birthday. Please, let's type happy birthday for Baba Mohbad. In fact, Ọlọ́run mọ̀ pé I didn't know. It was late in the night. My station was drawn to. I was giving a call personally. Me will celebrate, as in not me will celebrate, like today's Baba Mohbad's birthday. Not that they were begging me to celebrate. No. It was more or less like today's Baba Mohbad's birthday. I'm like, oh, Baba Mohbad. And it was already late. It was already 11. You understand? But I still felt the need to send out that message. You understand? Like, oh, I just got this so late. Let's keep having Baba Mohbad in our prayers. I don't want us generally, I don't want us to join issues with people that are doing fracas on Baba Mohbad's matter. I beg of you people. I don't know about you. You understand? You see my peace of mind. I love it. You see my peace of mind. I love it. Are you getting me? Allow people to drag Baba Mohbad, drag anybody. Me, myself, they always abuse me. Go come me. Because you know what? In the end, is what justifies all this rada that people are doing. In the end. Do you get what I mean? In the end, if I am asked, I would advise even Baba Mohbad to ignore all these people. If you ask me, but you know, how you want to do your thing is different from how I want to do my thing. So we are all different. Because you know what? How can you deal with people that personally, even in their own homes, they are not happy? There are some people just come on the social media to feel relevant. Sincerely. The only place they feel relevant is so they have no life outside social media. Those are the people that will be writing scripts for me or any of us, and we want to be joining issues with them. Do you get? So my advice is, you see people abusing Baba Mohbad. The man, by now, if I want to advise him, he should develop thick skin, because it's not going to stop. Sincerely. As long as he's seeking this justice for his son, he's not going to stop. So why bother? Why will I waste my time? Why will I waste my health? Why will I develop blood pressure? Why will I have sleepless nights? When already he has a lot. All this justice for his son gone is a lot. God is my witness. It is a lot. Just go and try being stressed for. Go and try being stressed for 24 hours. If your whole lips or your face will not look as if you are dehydrated and everything. Not only that, you are damaging your heart. I remember when Baba Mohbad went to Berekete, it was one of you. It was one of you that called me that I should try and go and tell them to check on Baba Mohbad, that the way he's breathing, and the person saw it on Berekete, not me, that messaged me that I needed to call someone that was near him to please that they should take him to the doctor, as in pharmacy, so that they can check him. It was from that place they told him that his blood pressure, what's it trigger? Why won't he have blood pressure just for this thing? The man is a young man. But the stress is too much. So, all these people, they don't have any good life outside Facebook. The only place they feel relevant is here. In their home, nobody cares about them. Nobody knows them. Nobody wants to know them. They don't have anybody that looks up to them as anything. So they only come to Facebook to just come and feel relevant. So please, if you love yourself and you know me, don't join. Don't even send message to me to say they said this about Baba Mohbad. I'm not interested. Is it the court that said it? Is it the police that said it? It is them saying it. It is irrelevant. Anybody can say anything. But the courts haven't said that. So, in fact, even the Wunmi herself, she's still a suspect. She's not a criminal. No conviction. All of them, they are still suspects. So, all these things that they are doing, I feel, and I've told you people, is a waste of time to me. The coroner inquest is next month, 25th of June. We stay tuned to go and hear. And there's the son, Baba Mohbad's son. Yeye is only on your show I comment concerning this mobile because I don't want wahala. Shukura, even me that you are seeing, I don't want wahala. Oluwafemi Atoki, let me tell you the truth, my dear ones. The truth, and I've said it here before, and I will repeat it. You see, this Mohbad's case, it has really, really, really messed up. But there's nothing God cannot do. ọ̀rọ̀ ti mess up. I will not lie. Tí bá ń parọ́ fún yín, mò ń tàn yín ni. It is my field. Ó mess up gan. But you know what? It is only God, through human being, not you, that can resurrect the case. Case yẹn, as far as ní Nigeria, ní ibi tó dé, wọ́n ti pa case yẹn. Sọ̀rọ̀ mi yé yín. Are you making sense for me? Ṣùgbọ́n Ọlọ́run nìkan, only God can make sure there is justice for Mohbad. Because what ti bà case yẹn jẹ́. Èmi ò ní parọ́ fún yín. You understand? What ti bàjẹ́. But I told you people this 2 days, or which day was it that they went? I said, I see this their son, no. Ọkàn mi sọ pé ó bí wọ́n ṣe as a son. Bí máa yẹn, due his experience and the time, you know, calculating from being a son and his hard experiences, he can help. He knows. He must have experienced cases, even if it's not this type, but similar. They know how they go about it in Nigeria. By now, he personally knows if there's hope. He may not want to open up completely, but the hope depends on that man as a son. And it's because he's a son. Ni mo ṣe wò pé ó máa lè rí iṣẹ́ yẹn ṣe. If it's just a ordinary call to bar, mi ní parọ́, ó kàn tán everybody ni. It's been there, it's clearing. The case long has been ó ti tamper pẹ̀lú case yẹn. Case yẹn ó ti tamper. Máa yìí ló lè fún wọn ní hope. Ṣé ti gbọ́? There's no need kẹ́ lọ máa jà. Àwọn tẹ́ ń bá jà ẹ̀, wọn ò ní life. Some people are depressed. Ẹlòmíì ń gba ògùn. Ibi tó wà ní òyìnbó ń gbógun. Wọn ò ní life. The only place they feel relevant is on social media. Ṣé irú àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn lẹ wá lọ waste time pẹ̀lú? Yeye Kudi, let's be positive now. Don't make us feel worse than we. No, please, Joy Jibu, don't come and guilt trip me. Oh. Joy Jibu, no. Don't come and guilt trip me. Please. Emma Somid, don't guilt trip me. Oh. Joy Jibu, no. Don't come and guilt trip me. Don't turn me to a nuisance. I have said my own truth. Okay? Don't come and make me feel I should come and be guilt tripping and be. Don't come and make my. Is whatever going to happen to the case? How has it turned to I should be positive? Have I been negative? Have I been negative? Before you type this thing you are typing, haven't I been talking about justice for Mohbad? Have I stopped? So I should encourage people to go and be fighting and become a nuisance. How am I making you feel worse? Am I the governor of Lagos State? Am I the governor of Lagos State? Am I the one handling the case? Am I the governor of Lagos? Am I the one that did the toxicology? Am I the one that brought out the results? I don't get it. I don't get it. Don't guilt trip me, oh, please. Ebenimo benyo. Don't guilt trip me. If you want to be fighting and be doing what you want to do, please go ahead and be doing it. I wouldn't join you people to do such things. I'll be real and truthful to myself and to my audience. And I've always do whatever I say. Come back in 1 month's time, you see it coming to pass. The case has been tampered with. Only God can help the case. And with the help of this son, I'm hopeful. So I don't know what you mean by I'm making other people feel bad. What feel bad about what? Oh, Kinwa ma tonyin. Or I should come out and raise funds and say bring money. Oh, that's how pastors lie to people. That's why Nigerians they will claim they are vulnerable. Pastors will come and be lying to them. Someone will have cancer. You will tell them, go and take treatment. Pastors will tell you, don't go. You will be healed. If God doesn't want to do it without you going through chemo, you will not, the person will buy. I'm truthful to myself. And I've been following the case bumper to bumper. So you don't expect me to lie to my loved ones. You don't expect me to lie to them. The case has been tampered with. I cannot but to say the truth. It's been buried. So if you can't allow me say the truth on my platform, then where else will I say the truth? And where else will I say the truth to? Guilt trip me o, ma guilt trip me o. E ba fe ma ja, gbogbo yin mo bi te ti ma no jaja yin ejo, be by. I deal with the truth. And I will not lie to you people. It is what it is. O ti débi tó dé. Sadly. Agbára ju agbára lọ. And that is where the situation is. Oh, deep. It's deep. Shebi bibi la ma wa. Temari. Oh, deep. Only God. Like one lady, one of us here, she has been so depressed. Let me read what she sent to me today. Just today. Hold on. I'm going to, in fact, I will read it. Just today. I will cover her name. Or maybe I mentioned her name indeed, so there's no need me. She wrote something to me. She messaged me around 11:22 today in the morning. Good afternoon, my lovely Yeye. I miss you so much, ma. After hearing Mohbad's autopsy result, it weighed me down. I feel so bad. That is why I stopped coming online. I can't hold my tears. I pray Mohbad gets justice. This was sent to me by 11 a.m. today. 11:22. Listen to my response. Hi. Hello, my darling. How are you? So you don't have to be down. You don't have to be down. How long will you be down for? Do we know when God is going to make this justice come true? Do we know? You know that it is not even now that the justice will come through. It may be that justice is going to be upon everyone that have obstructed justice, their children. Not the way we want it. You know the grace of God is the grace of man. My neck. I didn't even know. I didn't even know. I didn't even know she didn't hear me well though. And to suffer me. Think it, but don't think it too much. Just like your own matter now, your own personal life too. You know, we have something that we are asking God, and God is not doing it that time. We will not say for this reason, our whole life will stop. That's why they said, KBOC, how we the way we want. That means that everybody, a lot of things that we will just be crying for, as in we will just depress. Because many people, there are many things. Some people are seeking justice even after Mohbad, before Mohbad's case. But because Mohbad is just one glorious day, that's why you are hearing his own. It will pay you, but don't let it affect your mental health. Pack yourself together and try.
stay alive and well for yourself. For yourself. The person will get life. They find justice. The person will get happy. They see justice. You understand? You know the truth. Don't worry. If God says the justice, the way we're going to get it, it will be. If God says another way, without question. It's my darling. How are you?
I didn't even know because at that point I was at work. I think the network I didn't realize. Now what am I saying? Sorry. It's okay. She responded, but I don't want to play her own voice. Now what am I saying to you people? Let me tell you the truth. Like I said to her, I said, she's been down. Why? Why? Some of you are fighting. Why? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Let me tell you one thing. The people, I said to her, I said, let me be sincere with you. This justice for Mohbad, if God says the way we want the justice is not the way we give us the justice, we can't question God. If we like, come here again and tell me, stop discouraging, stop saying that. The way God says it will be is how it will be. I told her, I said, it could be that on the people that are obstructing this justice, maybe that's where God is going to put his own justice for Mohbad on. We don't know. We can't say. We may want it this way. We want to know who by Mohbad. And God we may never, as long as God doesn't want it that way, it won't come up that way. Some of us are just tired, man. Don't be tired. I then told her, I said, some of us, as you are now, you get waiting you they ask God since. In it, he gets waiting you self, me self, all of us self. We they ask God, and God is still not answering us. He's yet to say, Amikun Fayakun. He's yet to say, Amen. He's yet to say, yes, take, or no, don't take. We are just there. Will you for that reason? And it's important things. Will you for that reason now be depressed? Because that's my girl now. She's depressed over this issue. She's just crying. Why? I said, even Baba Mohbad, if you ask me, I would tell him, Baba, drink water. Baba, try and sleep. Because if, God forbid, it develops sickness. Don't be person where they are alive. They see say all the people that die in Pikin, all the people that obstructed justice, God don't they punish them. Not be person where they are alive. Is it not when you are in good health you stay alive? So why get depressed? Why get high blood pressure? Even for your own situation. If you want to be realistic and be truthful about many things, let me tell you, if anybody says Baba Mohbad haven't tried, that's your bloody business. In fact, he's not relenting. I think every day he's more into, I don't even know the Oyibo to use, the words to qualify him. He's pressing and trying his best. In fact, he's doing everything. Now he has resorted to praying. He's going to Ori mountain. But that is how best he can do it. Because when powerful people are fighting you and you can't see them, and God is saying it, look, I am not going to lie to myself. I will not cry and be down when I know the final judgment is in God's hand. Whatever you believe in, when I believe in God. That's why, if they ask me, wallahi, anybody abusing Baba Mohbad, I will tell you people to ignore. If you like, go and be fighting. Those of you that think that my own is too much, we should go and be fighting. It's your business. I don't care. But know one thing. It doesn't help anything. Fight from now till tomorrow. It has nothing to do with the court. It has nothing to do with what is ongoing. It has nothing to do with what the police are doing. Talk from now till next tomorrow. It changes nothing. What matters is the courts, the law, the government, the governor of Lagos State, the people that handled this case. Are you making sense from it? And I can assure you that they messed up the case. It's been tampered with. In fact, they are not thinking of the case at all. It is only this son that is I am kind of hopeful for regarding it. Osai, how are you, baby? How is everything? You understand? So, you can't see me. I will not lie to you people. Anybody come out now and abuse Baba Mohbad, I'm not ready to respond to them. I'm not ready to answer. I'm not ready to look into it. Because they are irrelevant in the court of law. Develop blood pressure now. Nobody will call you in the court of law or in the hospital to treat you. You should like cry from now till tomorrow. Develop headache. Don't take care of your children. You understand? Don't go to work. Nobody will help you. So, know this and have peace. No need to join issues with anybody. Let them abuse Baba Mohbad. I always say to myself, anybody that says Baba Mohbad have not tried, you self, beat your child. Make it go meet God. Let's see if you can do better. Now go there. No more pa. Àbí kéèyàn kó pa ọmọ onítàn. Kó wá wò if you can. We want to see who can do better than him. And if you say his own is too much, okay, please, let it, at least ask God to show you so that we'll see if he will do less. For me, anyhow the man do, I can't be. But my own is that he shouldn't stress himself. Concentrate on his prayers. Continue on the court of law. All this matter is only legally that it can be resolved. Nothing more. Our noise on the social media is just, you are just nuisance. Court doesn't know. Police doesn't know. We are be nuisance ni woka bobo yen. You will not see son, the shitu son now, ko wa bosori social media koma. So you will never. Because they know it doesn't help anything. It's only God that can help that case make sense. It's really been tampered with. Go and read the fact of the case. Go and read what the pathologists have said. Next sitting now, San Shitu Island is going to cross-examine the pathologists. I'm very positive. As a son, they are already sitting down to brainstorm. They will try and look for loopholes that they are going to use to cross-examine the son. These are the ways you can gather facts. It is based on facts, on fact finding now. When they say a DNA is inconclusive, or it is undetermined, or meaning unknown, I said DNA, sorry, toxicology and autopsy. If they are saying that they don't know waiting by Mohbad, it is from the fact finding that they will be able to see. And that is with the help of a knowledgeable legal counsel. That's it. That's the only thing. And it is only God that can make it make sense. For now, it's making even, I can be sure that the son is thinking, the son, I am very positive that the son is going forward, Barry. Maybe he would have hoped his service was employed in the beginning of the case. You know, he came in, which I mean, not up to a month, I be how long ago. The man yeshe join a team. You understand? So, in púpọ̀, ó ti wọ́ láti ilẹ̀, ó ti tamper pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Èmi ò ní parọ́ fún yín. It is my field. I will not lie to you people. Face it and deal with it. Ìtókù báyìí, ó kù sọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. Hopefully, it will make sense. For now, it doesn't make any sense. That's all. And please, on this platform, I don't want anything. It's not this my age. Ojomiloju, some of you are 50. You have chosen to not to. When they say when you are 50, your heart and all those things, you don't want to develop all this deadly high blood pressure. If you don't sleep well, you can develop it. You don't eat well, you are overthinking, you are overstressing, you can develop high blood pressure. You can develop aneurysm. Yes, they said so. You can develop depression. You don't know that even, what do they call it? Kí ni wọ́n máa ń pe nǹkan tó ṣe mí menopause tó mú mi láti ìjọ ètí ọmọ sweat lọ́rùn menopause. Do you know that menopause, when it's coming like this, some people, you can develop depression? Do you know? Do you know that depression is not good? It's a mental problem. I mean, you don't know. If you are not careful, if you are stressing yourself, go off social media. Tó bá ti mọ̀ pé coming to social media, I'm telling you, just go off because of your health. Just go off. Because wallahi, if you buy, you're not even, you know this, so let me be sincere with you. If you buy Baba Mohbad gone, remember the case of Asake? Asake the musician. You remember? When people that struggle, one girl that is a lone parent, has only one child, and I think they said the child is autistic. I can't remember. Oku in the process of she paid though. The people that did not pay, they wanted to forcefully enter. They stepped on her. Now so she died. She died, another police Oyibo died. What am I bringing out there? Didn't Asake continue? I shall finish that concert now. Okpari concert in any AG. After a while, the family of the girl that buy, they said dragging Asake pe kò tiẹ̀ pé ya ọmọ ìyẹn kò pé àwọn family a girl yẹn. That is the truth. Anything in the world, yeah, you use your heart to, you know. But when you see it's not something you can, within your power to handle, take it easy. Asake has even had many hits since that, so life goes on. No, it has to go on. So if you want to be truthful and I want to be truthful with you, I will tell you, if coming to social media, you are fighting people and everything, blocking. If you just come on my page, be announcing, as I post late in the night, I post Baba Mohbad, I won't come and boo and be, hey, your body this up. Look at the way they are sitting. This Yeye Kudi is surely sleeping with Baba Mohbad. Baba Mohbad take me, as in, to see him. Just blocking. I don't need such people in my life. Many people that are typing, that are on this social media, a lot of them, they are depressed. Many of them don't come from good homes. In their home, nobody knows them. What it can useless. Then they will come and transfer the aggression of not having a family on we here. Go and check. Some people, I saw one video, some people are in the prison, they are on social media. The guy was doing birthday. They shared it. Go and check. It's viral. They are doing birthday. They did put wine, everything. You can imagine someone in the prison typing and abusing you. And you now develop blood pressure. Àwọn lára wọn náà ló ń bú Baba Mohbad, bú anybody. Ṣé irú àwọn yẹn lẹ wá fẹ́ wá máa. No. This case is a legal thing. And let's leave it at that. And I will tell my loved ones. The truth is, like when you come for legal advice or you go to people to talk on, you will tell the doctor, this matter, statistically, What is the success story? And they will tell you, oh, this terminal disease, some people live, they will tell them they will live 4 years. But some of them live 30 years. Some people, they will say they will live. So, in the end, who does it all then depend on? It still boils down to we that believe in God. Tọ́rọ̀ bá ti ga jù èèyàn lọ. Téèyàn ò mọ̀ bí téèyàn èmi o. The case has been tampered with badly. It is now left to God to come, and how he now wants to do it is left to God. How God wants to do it is left to God. Tó bá máa fún san yẹn ṣe gan, is still left to God. Do you know? Every brainstorming the son is going to do before the set date. Do you know that if God is going to, if anything, tó bá máa fún man yẹn ṣe gan, whatever that man says and how he cross-examines the toxicology, if God still wants him to be, his counseling should be like that of a foolish man, it will still be. Well, I know what I'm saying. If I even say I should express it the way I want to express it, some of you that say that you are crying, you will cry more. Because I know what is happening. Mo mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Inside out. Ìwọ̀nba tí mo lè sọ ni mo ti sọ yẹn. It is left to God. It is left to God. And I don't know why my spirit is saying that getting a son involved in this makes a lot of sense. I am very much in tune with this son for now. So far, the little he has done, I mean, not little, I mean, the part he has played, that son Wahab, I feel he knows what, I really think he knows what he's doing. I don't know why. For the first time, since they've been employing lawyer for sons or whatever, I don't know the others, I think they have just been lawyers. You know, this man, I don't know why my spirit, and I will expect Baba Mohbad to calm down and work with this man. For me, so far, if I feel otherwise, you trust me now, I will say it. Go come in. I'll say, the man has either deal. But for now, I think that man knows what he's doing. I know that we are in for probably a shock with his concerning the toxicology. He will want to imagine you know, like I said to you people, my message will be passed to the right department, you know, my message. So let's leave it at that. You understand? So happy birthday, Baba Mohbad. Happy birthday from Yeye Kudi Courtroom's family. We appreciate you. You have spoken well, Yeye Kuti. My name is Yeye Kudi. Which one is Kuti? A word is enough for the why. Yes, that's the truth. My word really is that we don't need to fight. And we don't need to respond to people insulting Baba Mohbad. Sincerely, if you ask me, I will not. Guard and guide your hearts. You yourself go be all right for yourself. Okay? No need to go and be joining issues with all these people. Many people are sadists. You understand? And don't develop high blood pressure. Don't develop sleepless nights for this reason. But one thing you should know about this life, you may not believe it. You may think, oh, how long is this going to take? One thing I know, if you believe in God, if you do, I have not seen anything concerning this life that the person know they chop whatever you sow. It hasn't happened. Wallahi. I have not seen it in my 50 years on earth. I thank God for this time on earth. I have never seen it. That you will do something good bad, in between, we almost chop it. What always hurts me is that I always say to us, we that have kids, be careful. Because sometimes it is not about you. What about you, our children? Everything in the Bible, I bet is in the Quran. You understand? Whatever you do, some people, they have gone. What they did, their children, they are suffering it. I'm telling you. They have gone. Their children, their grandchildren, their great-grandchildren, they are suffering what they did. So it's not a matter of how God, because sometimes when you want something to happen, I have seen in courts where this person will be the one that, yes, but because the person got a good lawyer, oh my, go scot-free. Ṣé ẹ wá fẹ́ gbọ́? Ẹni yẹn ò ní jẹ́rú ayé, kò ní jẹ́rú ọ̀run. Then what is the purpose of having a good lawyer? Paid a good lawyer, you won the case, and suddenly depression will set in. It happened to one rich man in this country. Ó fi owó, ó fi ra, not going to jail. But ìgbẹ̀yìn, ó para ẹ̀ ni. Ó para ẹ̀. Ó lọ sótẹ́ẹ̀lì, ó lọ para ẹ̀. What do you think played out there? The way people, the family wanted it to happen. The people that, you know, took him to a child, while he was charged to court. The way they wanted it to happen, that's not the way God wanted it to happen. Years later, ó para ẹ̀ ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, it happened in this country. Ó para ẹ̀. Àìmọye bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Look at Didi. Look at Didi. Sorry, I'm digressing. I'm still going to go back to what we are talking. Look at Didi. Yeah. Most parents that do bad things don't really care what happens to their generation. They don't care. It's true, my darling Stella. They don't care. But at the end of the day, those kids, at least it is noticed, and it is every hand pointing at them. They'll say the lineage of Lagbaja. The lineage of Lagbaja. Do you understand? If you do bad or wickedness and you don't care, it doesn't matter if you care, but at least the vengeance that God will bestow upon that generation is enough for that generation to feel worthless, useless, and as a result of what their granny or their parents did. So, is it good? It's not good. So at the end of the day, if you don't care, nobody also cares for you about it, but still at least God has done what he needs to do to show that this generation, this family, I am bitter towards them. Maybe if you have a hand in what by Mohbad, or you know about it, you are not talking. And your generation, something start to happen to them. At that age, Mohbad left the world. You people will not know that it is because of what they did. He said, let's be real. You won't know. The way God does his thing. He said, the day we start to understand God, that's the day God ceases to be God. And we are not up to anything to be telling God, this is how we want the whole thing to unveil. How we wish. The way we want it to be. See, I'm talking about Didi. You know, there's revelation that he has a hand in waiting by to park Shako. I don't know. But an arrest was made. And there's a testimony, or there are testimonies that the man, the two of them confessed, blah, blah, blah. You know, America, they're not just the... But you can tell, that Didi is a green snake under waiting the greenest grass. You will see, you will see how God, another trouble came up for him. He won the case, but a CCTV or maybe a footage is out now. revealing how he brutally beats his ex. Meanwhile, everything about his life now is upside down. He's doing apologies. And, you know, that's how this guy was escaping. Even Michael Jackson. That's how they were all escaping. But let me tell you something. You can't escape the vengeance of God. You can use money to buy man. All these things that they have done to Mohbad, tamper it, bury the case, scatter the case, decompose his body. Can you decompose God? Can you decompose God? Can you? God, you can't decompose your maker. If at the end, where Didi was beating the girl, go and watch it. That Didi, bossy. You know when they say somebody is sneaky, apayoni, but you only reload. And many people are like that. But it's good you are doing it. Abosi eko ma fi ṣe dáadáa. But that you are doing abosi and you payan, wa jeta, wa ṣe bí èèyàn gidi. You will not go on this earth unpunished. Even if they keep releasing you, you are winning, you know, all this small paying lawyers. In the end, irú wọn ló máa ń para wọn. Irú wọn níran Júdásì. Wọ́n máa ń para wọn. You have used money to buy life, to buy freedom. But God is there. Ẹ kò gbọ́ pé ó bọ́ síbi kọ́kọ́ fúnra ẹ̀ níbọn lórí ni. I'm not lying, yo. If the US government, if they notice that there's possibility for a marry, wọ́n máa tó sọ sínú ẹ̀wọ̀n bí wọ́n ṣe fi kíní, wọ́n máa tó jù sẹ́wọ̀n. Wọ́n máa tó jù Didi sí ẹ̀wọ̀n. You will see. You will see. Wọ́n máa tó jù sẹ́wọ̀n. At the end of the day, ibo ló fẹ́ parí sí. How is it going to end? See, God is not the way we want it. The way we say it must happen now, it must go this way, it must go that way. And if we do not face reality, you are just going to develop high blood pressure, even over our own lives. Abi, am I lying? Is it everything that you are asking that God have done for you? Do you think you don't deserve all these things that you are asking? But some people, I have a friend. On the day he got to Nigeria, he slumped at the airport and he died. Oku. That's my friend. Can I explain one thing? He, from America, he got to Nigeria and he slumped at the airport and he died. He has been in America from secondary school. When all his mates were, you know, doing Odu, he was struggling and working. But everything wasn't just, document, paper, and everything, you know, to do things in Nigeria. It took him 20-something years. Like others that to take 7 years, 6 years, 5 years, you know, it took him a long time. And you know, because he has been abroad for some time, he wants to really go home and do things. But he was wondering why his own destiny, you know, how his own thing be so long. He didn't know that. For me, that is how I look at things of God. He did not know that God was preserving him. People can use people's ori olori that if he travel. I don't know how he did it. He went to Nigeria. He went to do buy land. He went to build it. His family saw him. K1 was meant to sing for the housewarming. K1, you know what that means? I want to tell you something. Shortcut. He did not wait for when God. You don't know, sometimes God put you behind, because he knows that if you are at this point, you are not ready for it. That's why he did not make his papers. Everything about him, he didn't make it work. He now went with, and now he wants to go and do party with somebody. See, we know. I know they could see airport. I don't know if you learned something from there. That's why some of us were asking God for something. We want things to be done this way, and God is not allowing it that way. He's preserving you. Like me, I will still say it. If Mohbad doesn't get that justice the way we want it, I always say it. I said, let man deal with you. Don't offend God. Come here. This God that you people see, that he says I'm double-breasted, please offend me. Let me deal with you. Don't offend me that I will say, don't let God deal with you. Because God is on, when he says, leave it for me, to me, I am the God of vengeance. If he says so, if you don't know God, that's when we'll be anyhow that they want to do this most case, or any case that you know, forget it. When human understanding, where it stops, and God says, now, okay, all of you have done everything. You have shouted, you have fought each other, you have done it. Okay. And God take control. Don't be surprised, though. Even the judge that decided the case, if he or she, like this one is a woman now, she's not yet deciding any case, so she's a magistrate. It's inquest. There's still fact finding. If purposely they are just wasting people's time, knowing fully whether it will lead nowhere, you don't know how God will deal with that judge. You don't know. For most cases, some people may lose their job. They will dethrone you from wherever you are. So for most cases, may never understand why things will happen to him if he has a hand in destroying the case and all the people that tampered with. Don't try God. Don't try God. Do you know the moment you start to fear God, that's wisdom. That's why I'm scared to do bad things in behind. I'm very scared, though. I'm very scared to wicked people to destroy life. I'm scared. I won't lie to you people. Even to go behind and go and try to destroy. I'm scared. I have never done it before. Ibi tí mo bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run dé ni. Mo bẹ̀rù gan. Èmi, in the sight of God. I'm scared because I know that the wrath of God, nobody can stop it. Mo money. If I know that Baba Mo has a hand in the hand of the child spy, I can never come out and support him, Abi, talk for him. If I know, that's how much I'm scared of God. That's why I deal with only facts. Do you understand? This is what they've said. This is what they have been able to evidentially show to us. This is what I know. That I try and do anything behind. In anything, not only most cases, so anything in life. Because God, his anger is terrible. The anger of God is terrible. Don't go and fall into that. Don't let anybody push you to go and fall into the anger of God. You know, he's long suffering, but if God decides to deal with anybody over a case, over anything, don't go and join them. I know why I'm advising you people, because it be lama wa. It be ye lama wa. Atiri rishi. We have seen many like that. Toba yo le muyon. When people powerful, they use power, money, veto to put cases under the carpet. They will use money to buy judge. They will do everything, and God will not allow them like this. All the children they will be giving birth to, and one year go need that. Don't you know that sometimes it's like that? If you know some of our governors and if you know the kind of children God gave them, you will be in shock. All the money they are stealing. If you hear what is their story, you will know it's God. What 100 people are meant to eat, when one person, you and your family, they are eating it, God won't allow you enjoy it. I always say it, oh. You can't fight like God. You can't do anything like God. You can't fight like God. How many places can your leg get to? Even a late I can't operate in Nigeria at the same time. But this God, as is here, is operating everywhere at the same time. One person, one being, one spirit. And we are all seeing it. It's not as if people that are atheists saying that there's no God. We are seeing it. We are seeing it like this. Don't you see that even in marriages, maybe your husband does something to you or your wife does something to you, the way God will expose it, the way God will punish the person that is bad, the way you don't see it. You see your friends planning evil for you. God will allow them to be the one to fall into it. You don't then you don't know God. You don't see some things that you too, you will know that if not God, or you will pray for something, and that's where you prayed for it. God will say, okay, this way I want it to happen. He will allow it to happen that way. And you think it's just mysterious anything, or you think that you are the best, you are just one fantastic being, it just happens that way for you. No. There's an overseer. There's a God. There's a God somewhere. There's God. I have seen many things. In fact, I see a lot. That's why sometimes you see me, I'm gentle. I'm gentle. I'm telling you. Because sometimes I've noticed when I fight my battle, it's not like the way God handles it for me. Sometimes I'm the one now saying, God, this is too much. Me. God, when he fights your battle for you, man, God, they binuton. God. And you don't go doing things to people or anything. Don't do anything. Go, be careful. The Bible that wrote, the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. I have never seen anything better than that word. The fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. I have never seen anything better than those three. The fear of God is the beginning of it. That sentence I have never seen. When you fear God, even sometimes when you are thinking even towards people, if you know that you fear God, something immediately will tell you. Because some people, the BT won't be on day. You go even wish they made their pie. If you fear God, immediately now be saying, I reject it. But doesn't mean that God will not buy the person. No? God can decide to buy people. You will be alive, but buy saye. You any to fit not any to full problem here. Your life will not be better than that person's own. Don't you know? Everyone that has anything handy or the obstruction of justice from her, do you know how God is going to deal with them? Fear God, though. If you don't fear God, then I'm any problem. May we not have problem. The moment you start to fear God, you will reason well. Your brain will reason well. Just fear God. And many times, when you fear God, you won't even be fighting your battle. Because, you know, revenging, really, real revenge, when you are revenging against people that are really harming you, you are disrespecting God. You are telling God, okay, oh slow you. You are telling God that it's too slow. I don't know why I'm saying this today. I don't know why. I came to talk about this topic. But I can tell you, I have seen situations where go to polygamous home. Go and see how God is dealing with people there. Go to polygamous home. You will know there is God. Forget it. Mélòó la fẹ́ sọ, mélòó la fẹ́ kà. You do bad, ó máa jèrè ẹ́. You do good, ó máa jèrè ẹ́. Yes, tibitire la dálé ayé. Nobody has it perfect in life. But, it is different about when you are wicked, you are harming people, you are doing, like all the people now, if there's hand in the buying of more, all those things, you can't escape it. Forget it. Go and do jazz from night to tomorrow. Do jazz. Go to Babalawo. All of them, God will buy them too. Go to Babalawo. All of them. Gbogbo wọn pátá. They still come. God will buy them. Abi that Babalawo will stay alive for your great-grandchildren. Don't be the tenor. Abi the regime. Abi time mute jijo lo lema jijo wa. Is that Babalawo going to stay? It's procrastination. What my buy shift here? Lots of more money. Auntie Boots. You all remember that story? Wara TikTok. Oh. You all remember that story, don't you? You don't remember that story? Let me show you before I... You don't remember that story of that girl who lost Soyibo, went to speak big English for the man that was sleeping with her, the lady that was sleeping with her father. That girl, the way I saw her age then, she'll probably be in her early 20s. You can't remember that video that went viral? Well, what do you mean? Let me show you the video. You don't remember that story? Sometimes 4 years ago, we remember this case, Auntie Boots, somewhere in South London. This man that you're going to be seeing, he's the man that was dating this Auntie Boots, and a young lady went to confront this Auntie Boots, who happens to be her mom's best friend, and was sleeping with her dad. The lady went to her workplace somewhere in South London, Boots Pharmacy. Let's listen. You understand? We have to listen to the lady and how she confronted the lady, tried to create a scene, stopping the... What do you mean? You didn't have sex with my dad? No. Are you sure? Yeah. Don't lie to me, because why am I finding this in his bag? Can I try? You're not going to my workplace. Yeah. So, have you been sleeping with my dad? What do you mean? Okay. Did you have sex with my dad? Did you hear what I can only show him? Have you been sleeping with my dad? Did you have benching with my dad? Omo Ekere went to meet this lady in the supermarket. You know, in London, they do it a lot. They do it a lot. Many of them. go and mistake your life and say that you have one olori buruku friend. Go and mistake your life. In fact, they do it. This thing is not, there's a word I want to try and find. Natural. As to them, it's not a big deal. It is part and parcel of them. In London, they do it a lot. Because strange is me. You understand? This young girl saw the heartache that the mother was going through. I remember that time. Some people were abusing this girl. Oh. They were abusing this girl. That, how can she, a young girl, go and confront somebody in the detail? Because this is sadness. This is sadness coming up in a marriage that was, as at that time you heard the girl, you hear her now talk, 20-something years. As far as I'm concerned, let's reason here. I always say to people, I said, first, second, third, fourth, fifth years in marriage is when, for me, marriage is prone to break up. Because two different people from two different backgrounds coming together and they have not lived together. So, that first trimester in marriages, is that first few years. If God can allow you accommodate each other and you can celebrate 10 years in marriage, kudos. Okay? Kudos. Even at that 10 years, you still have challenges because those first few years is about the two of you. Mind you, kids haven't started coming in. Responsibility haven't started coming in. Then in-laws, almighty in-laws. If God can make the two of you, if God can make the two of you escape dissolution of marriage within the first trimester, now it now comes up with responsibility and in-laws. That's another thing that can break a home. It may take you another 10 years to overcome that. Marriage is not a bed of roses. See the way Alaja Onikeki Sonu destroyed Alaji's marriage by moving in after his first wife traveled abroad. Which Alaja Onikeki Sonu? Hey, you have misplaced me, oh. Okay. Oh, you people want Messi to block me on Facebook too, Abby? Oh, block me on Instagram, and you know them make story yẹn wá. Tá máa sọ, tá máa rẹ́rìn. Oh, ẹ tún fẹ́ kó tún block me, kó block me everywhere. Tó bá wà kí ó wá ti sọ pé Messi báyìí, ẹ ṣá make sure pé Yèyé Kúdí ò rí mọ́. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ kí Messi block me tán. Yeah? If that one doesn't break, now is the people that you now accommodate in your life, in going and in moving forward. Did you get me? Can I come again? In every marriage, the first trimester is the riskiest. Very risky. If you can succeed, and overcome the challenges of getting to know each other better. Especially the first trimester is hot. It's like first trimester in some pregnancy, where you will be spitting, vomiting, or everything until you reach the second trimester. The first trimester, okay, the volume is low. Oh, sorry, I've increased it now. The first trimester, that first trimester is the riskiest, because maybe then you will get to know. Like me, my first trimester, my husband liked okele. Walai talai. Hey, you know how many cocoa I will be sweating in the kitchen because I don't know how to do amala. Do you know that some men will, because of that, start to beat their wife? Do you know that some men will, because of that, regret that, why did I marry her? And some olori buruku girls too, that maybe your husband has friends that are olori buruku girls now. They will not hear that you can't do amala. They will not tell him to come. Then he will go and be eating amala or whatever. You understand? That's how you hear stuff like marriages break in the first trimester. Some women are very dirty, and some men maybe that spoiled brats. They don't know how to clean up after that. And you have a, what's that thing? ODA shall be waiting me, that thing where my older sister gets, when you are too neat. What's that? The ADHD. That thing that when you are too clean. I have an older sister that has that issue. What's that diagnosis? When you are too clean. When you are too clean. Oh my God. You people. OCD. My older sister has it. Only OCD. When guys say I want in-law over to my sister-in-law will carry broom. If in-law are in-laws, outside they will come. Some of them will gonna be losing hair in the kitchen. My sister will be crying. Can't stand the dirty. Taka. So OCD can make you lose your home. It can make you lose your marriage. All those things. You can imagine. Maybe your wife has OCD and you are a dirty pig, or your family, they are dirty people. Whoa, moju, whoa, mora. So all those things, meeting, first time, being together, living together, can destroy your marriage. Are you making sense for me? And when that is ongoing, if you are able to pass that stage, marriage is the oldest institution, and I must tell you, it is full of examination. All those years of 10 years, 15 years, 12 years of anniversary, trust me, it is not a bed of roses. I can tell you that these people, this Auntie Brixton, the father, the man she grabbed, have been with the woman 20-something years. The girl said it, you will hear her now. And the marriage still broke up. Because she has definitely passed many stages. And then the last phase is from this our phase, 20-something years. The kind of people you allow into your life, the kind of people you allow into your home. She took this lady as a best friend. All the lady needed to do now is that Oti win okwe outside the wife now. Oti bimo fun. They have gone past the stage of okomi o fowole okomi for yawo mi o sheda yami mi. You understand? They've gone past the stage. They've apologized. They've forgiven each other. This woman, All she needed was all she needed now was what could be the woman's weakness to cool, to have a snatch up way. What she needed. And sometimes a lot of us have just one thing we do not share with the world. It only takes the closeness of somebody, especially female parts. Go and hear majority of the people that their homes ended up like all those pastors, all those people, is majorly like their secretary, woman's friend, their friend. All those people, they are the ones that end up ruining their friends' homes. They are the one, people, someone close to the family, school daughter, school auntie, people close to the family. And one ló máa end up, don't leave room for such. Wọ́n fẹ́ sọ fún yín ni, ká ojú ńlẹ̀. Don't leave room for such. Don't leave room for such. If you leave room, you will spoil your life. Listen to this girl. People were abusing that girl that time. Don't leave room for such. Don't leave room that your friend can, your husband and her, and don't agree. Your husband should not have your friend's phone number. Your friend should not have your husband's phone number. It is bullshit. My marriage broke after 23 years. It happens. Yes, Temilade, I'm not lying. And if you notice, what will break that thing, I'm telling you, is what you would have been able to think, this cannot break my home. Because the time for the exam and the test and the examination have passed. I'm telling you to God. The riskiest time and part in marriage is the beginning of marriage. And if God can, you can do 10 years anniversary. Then come and do 20 years. By that time, you are a veteran. You can imagine a veteran failing in marriage. It is what you never, the closest thing, the thing that you have used your eyes to see like this, that you are so shocked by, the veteran, must sleep where often. You will be shocked. Go and find out this thing I'm telling you. The people that their marriage, they've gone, that's what will end that marriage, is what you will never believe. And it's always something too close to believe. Yeah? Because they've passed the worst stage. They overcame. Listen to this woman. I want women that are already in marriage, that understand what must have happened to this family, to come and listen. Imagine a daughter going all the way. Do you know the heart failures, the heart aches, the heart pain, the depression that the mother is going through? That she took the pains to go and confront her mother's bestie, this Auntie Brixton. If you live in Brixton, please come and look at the person that snatched her best friends. If you want to hear that she would deny her as being a best friend, you know it happened during K1, so they were not best friends, but you know. But the daughter confirmed that you are my mom's friend. My mother calls you Auntie. So definitely the mother is probably younger than her. This auntie took bokoloko. Even the husband go, this, you know me, I don't do without saying my own truth. Very burewa, very ugly man. Ó dàbí àpò rice báyìí, which rice? Àpò gàrí mixed with beans together. Kò bọ́ sí rárá, ó dàbí ẹrù èṣù. Ṣebí àwọn what's this guy's son? Eleke Popo àwọn yẹn fine. K1 fine now. Come and see him. kùkùté ó dàbí bọ̀bọ̀ Abẹ́òkúta yẹn tó kú ní ọ̀nà expressway ńgbà yẹn. You know that guy ológun yẹn tó máa ń ṣògùn tó kú ní accident kọ́lọ́n fẹ́ràn kan. Ó bó ṣe rí ni. And you know, they will even be saying that men are hurting women. You understand? Things are happening, I know. Then you will look at the person, you will not be crying. Look at very burewa, gbogbo ojú ẹ̀ báyìí wá rò pé ó ń lo steroid ni. Gbogbo ẹ̀kẹ́ ṣe pọ̀fupọ̀fu, ó ti jẹ oúnjẹ òṣì. Sorry, madam. I know you are in pains because for you to have had kids and your daughter has grown as she them those consequences. You can imagine how pain this auntie oni glasses is sonu yi. Because we should always use these people. Tell ourselves the truth. You will see the man now.
Are you sure? Yeah. Don't lie to me because why do I find this in his bag?
You're not coming to my workplace.
I don't care. I don't care. You know what I'm talking about. This is not your dress, isn't it? This is your dress. And it was in my dad's bag.
Manager, I'm not bullshit.
Your dress, your pants in his bag. You don't know what the woman. Your dress, your pants in his bag. You people are not hearing the girl. Egbo mo yen Oyinbo English ló ń sọ. Kì í ṣe Oyinbo Aunty Ramota. The English they speak in Britain, Britico English. Lomo yen sọ. You people understand British English? Agana. It's not how this rustless Aunty Ramota English. So listen to her. Hey.
You're not coming to my workplace.
I don't care.
27.
I don't care. You know what I'm talking about.
Remember this video?
This is not your dress, isn't it? This is your dress.
She took
It was
that
my
dress
dad's bag.
from her dad's bag. Manager,
And this is not your house. Where are you going? Is this not your house?
Are you here?
This is not your house. I'm talking to you. It's not your house. You've been sleeping with other people's man. And you're trying to sleep. Oh, you want to call the feds now?
Yeah.
You want to call the feds now? You want to call the feds now? And you've been sleeping with my dad. And my mum fucking respected you, calling you auntie.
Chengbo. Only my mother ever respected you, calling you auntie. It happens. You a mama do oko loko yin olórí burúkú olóṣì. E mama do oko loko e tún ma àwọn ìyàwó wọn tún ma pè yín la auntie ṣé wèrè ni yín ni. Ṣé olórí burúkú ni yín ni. You know that one olórí burúkú na so the girl mo ma rojọ́ ẹni ẹ fún gbogbo ayé yìí tí ma fi darúgbó lọ síbi tágbà lọ. You won't believe it oh. One olórí burúkú that is in London now said that my husband is her family. That she always take advice from my husband. Mo change ẹ fáwọn wèrè yìí ni o. You will not believe that this olórí burúkú olóṣì tí ò ní kú síbi tẹ́rù ẹ̀ wá. Ó jọ baboon just exactly like this man. That is how she added me on Facebook. How desperate these people are ni o. Mo sọ mo jayin tán ni o. They will add you on Facebook. Oh, they joke on mama with me lórí Facebook. We have enemies, so do you know that the enemies we have the most are the ones that either they are benching your husband and they are saying that they will be calling your husband uncle. And because if you are here watching me, it will not be better for you. Olórí burúkú ni ẹ́. Guess how can you be benching somebody's husband? And you want to add them on Facebook? To Shepe today. This is surprise. No, Beshi. No, in the area of husband, I will Shepe. Don't come for me in that area. I don't like it. I will find you gidi because you don't know that I don't like all those rubbish. Wo, I will be a shepe wo. I hate the girl. I'm telling you. My husband is at home, he knows. Tí mo bá bí mi, tí bá tún rántí anything báyìí, máa ń fẹ́ pé ránṣẹ́ sí ni. You know what will hurt you the most? When you know all these people, because you don't know where men go to. The only person that knows where their husband is, let me tell you the people. Àríṣe, Kọ́ládé, àwọn ìyàwó wọn tí wọ́n fi lẹ̀, àwọn barrister. Only those widows, they are the only ones that are confident of where their husband is. Every one of us, our takubai. Tọ́lọ́run ṣì fún wa lórí ọ̀fẹ́ ká máa rá wọn kọ wa. One lie to lie. You don't know what your husband is doing. If you go and serimo, if they carry you go, Chabaye, come out tonra. Èmi ò tonra mi o, sorry, I'm like this, so don't be angry with me. Me ò kí ń tonra mi. You can never see me coming out to boast about my husband. I trust my husband. No, tí n bá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún yín, mo kàn fi ń feel alright ni. Mo kàn fi ń make ara mi happy ni. Èmi ò kí ń ṣe. Because I have seen even pastors tó ń kùlùbọ́ ọmọ ọjọ́. I have seen in this world, ojú ti rí, etí ti gbọ́. I don't trust even my husband. I cannot. If they tell me now that your husband, I say no, it's not dead. All coming me, mom. I can't fagba igbari anywhere. Ara mi ni mo mọ̀. Everybody for himself. God for all of us. You can never see me. I'm not one of those women tó máa ń tanra wọn. If men that are like this, sorry, disabled. No, let me not use disabled. Men that are like Ramota, men that are like anti-Ramota, our agenda, oyi ló ń bá wọn ṣe báyìí. So long as wọ́n bá ṣáà ti mọ̀ pé olórí burúkú ni wọ́n sì máa lọ ṣe báyìí pẹ̀lú wọn. Wọ́n sì máa lọ. Àwọn ọkùnrin tí ọkọ wọn ò ṣe normal mọ́ gan. Wọ́n yìí ń rí àwọn obìnrin tó sì lọ ń pẹ̀ wọ́n sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kan tó yìí ń lẹ̀ dì mọ́ wọn olórí burúkú somebody. Àwọn olóṣì. Àwọn olóṣì táyé ti bà tí wọ́n jẹ́ tí wọ́n ń wẹ́ni kúnra. Káfí ọkọ mi, kí ló dé tó wá pariwo yèyé mi? Kí ni mo ṣe tó wá pariwo yèyé? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí yèyé mi? You don't come. When I'm gisting, Káfí go come, yèyé mi, wetin happen? That's all this girl, olórí burúkú ẹ̀. She can't go like give people say my husband be her family. No, they always take advice from all the people where I know with my husband. I know them daily ni. Anybody where know my husband where I no know, I beg no dey gist with my husband. Torí olórí burúkú ni púpọ̀ nu yo lo shini dẹ̀ ní kú síbi tẹ́rù yín wà. Ẹ sọ pé ẹ fẹ́ fúnra yín sinmi, èmi náà mi gan ní fún yín sinmi. Bí mo ṣe catch ẹ lórí friend list mi nìyẹn. You can imagine. And the girl devil. You can imagine. We catch am ni o. We catch am. You know when you catch somebody, we remove chassis blocking. Ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo sọ fún yín, ó affect the first time my husband go call person give me this marriage na that olórí burúkú olóṣì like Auntie Booty yìí ni owó fẹ́ dalé tẹ́ bá lọ fún wọn láyé olóṣì ni wọ́n táyé wọn ti bàjẹ́ tó ń wẹ́ni kúnra wèrè wọn bá dé lọ́kọ o àwọn ló máa lọ́kọ wọn síta o wèrè ẹ̀ lọ́kọ owó ní omi tí ọkọ kan London wèrè ẹ̀ lọ́kọ ẹ̀ síta ó bímọ mẹ́ta ibo ló fẹ́ di ẹrù wèrè wá ibo ni wọ́n di ẹrù wèrè lọ olóṣì ni mo gbé fún confrontation pé wèrè why you can't add me why you can't what are you for real what add me who where Ashe ó ti lọ sọ́dọ̀ Ashe ó ti lọ bá sister-in-law me. You know that my sister-in-law that I love, the one you call, I know she will say, this woman, she must talk everything. She don't go meet that one, say, she dey look for my husband number. Say, he know my husband for Nigeria. Ashe wọn tó call me, what ti dóra wọn ní Nigeria rí, olórí burúkú olóṣì yo. Òun wá lọ claim pé ọkọ mi epa ni olóṣì ó lọ bá sister-in-law mi wá ní òun ò wá mọ̀ ó wá lọ bí ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ bí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn nígbà tí mo mọ̀ báyìí mo rí gbogbo wọn mo ní ẹ̀ẹ́gẹ́ èyí tí lọ áàdì gbogbo àwọn fámílì ọkọ mi tí so lórí burúkú ló ṣe well, if you go ask my pastor máa sọ fún mi pé that girl èèyàn mélòó tó ń dì mí mú mọ́mí mi ń dì mí mú ọkọ mi dé pastor ń dì mí mú gbogbo èèyàn ni mo bá jà mo bá everybody dá mother-in-law mi ló ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá calm me down pé ó ti tó o wá ní tìjà gbogbo ayé ló gbogbo èèyàn ni mo bá jà because mi ò mọ ibi tí girl yẹn ti wá pé o lo she very ugly ikùn ẹ̀ tó yìí gbogbo àwọn tó máa ń snatch iye tó fẹ́ snatch àbí tó fẹ́ máa ṣe wọ́n máa ugly náà ikùn ẹ̀ tó yìí àbóyá nísìnyí á ti lọ ṣe elescoscopy àbí kí ni wèrè wọ́n máa ń ṣe kiri yẹn náà á ti lọ yọ ọ̀rá nù kún lórí burúkú bí wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe ní London yẹn nìyẹn sorry àyìn ará London ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ má bínú o mísà ìbáyìn I don't know ẹ máa lọ́kọ yín iṣẹ́ kẹ́ tọ́pọ̀ sí wọn lórí kí wọ́n jókòó kẹ́ mọ bẹ́ ṣe máa ṣe ẹ lọ ra T40 kẹ́ fi ṣe òbò yín kẹ́ kó lè rùn ẹ tọkọ yín bá wá lọ àwọn tó dẹ̀ rárá manage tiwọn ẹ wá máa kórí burúkú yín ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ sì wá ọ̀nkú kiri ọ̀nkú ibo lọ kú sọnù sí ibo ní ọ̀nkú yín sọnù sí ẹ̀yin wèrè olóṣì ibo lọ kú yín sọnù sí tábà wá máa sọ tán sí ẹ máa ní a matured man he can't be snatched it's only a man that is not ẹgbẹ́nu yín sọ̀hún if anybody is meant to even talk it's not you people that are snatching ẹ kó ṣì lọ. If anybody is saying that a man can be snatched, a good man can be snatched, kì í ṣe bí tẹ̀yin tẹ́ tó jẹ́ pé olórí burúkú yín ò kíìpù tiyín. God gave you the opportunity. Tó bá lọ nìyẹn kẹ́ kó ṣì dànù. God gave you the opportunity. If anybody bá tiẹ̀ fẹ́ advice àwọn ìyàwó ilé pé a good man can be snatched, kẹ́ kó ṣì lọ kì í ṣe lẹ́nu yín, kẹ́ kó ṣì dànù. Ẹ jẹ́ ká pariwo ẹ kó ṣì yín lọ ẹ kó ṣì yín lọ gbogbo èèyàn lọ́lọ́run fún ní tiẹ̀ yìí títí ẹ ò bá ti dúró kádàrá ẹni kó máa yan àwọn ẹni títí ẹ bá dẹ̀ wà ẹ bá máa wá gbé ọ̀nkú wèrè òṣì ọ̀nkú òṣì ta ló lọ ọ̀nkú òṣì bó lọ ọ̀nkú sọnù sí see how straight bullet just jam us for London no sister Wande not be you na you be my own Zafi no Totoni Tabama so say good men can be snatched. It's only a shut up. If anybody is advising married women to calm down, it's not from you people that are doing it. Tẹ́ fi pin igun àwọn èèyàn lábẹ́. Ẹ máa fi pin igun yàn lábẹ́ ní pé kẹ́ni yẹn máa mú mọ́ra kó máa sọ̀rọ̀. A máa pariwo síta ó lè thief, criminal. Yeye ti bí nítorí Shukura. Obìnrin tàbí lára gan ó tọ́ ni ẹ jẹ́ ká kíyèsára bí màmá yẹn ṣe ké bí woman yẹn ṣe ọmọ yẹn ṣe ké jáde yẹn assuming people join mouth but they silent that girl that time people were like how can she do that in fact they wá tún wá fún àwọn ọkùnrin kan ní you know feathers to their shoulder. They will tell them that for the daughter to have gone to confront, that's disrespectful. Oh yeah, so therefore, nǹkan tó ṣe is this? How can a girl come to your shop or be office or she? Is it boots gone? Oh yeah, kó sack ni. If we look at morality. If you look at morality, ó yẹ kí wọ́n sack ẹni. Ó tó gbogbo wa. Look at the way she was behaving here like èèyàn gidi pẹ̀lú glasses o ṣe ẹ bọ́ glasses mi torí bí mo tiẹ̀ ṣe wọ glasses mi tí mo sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ inú ẹ̀ ń bí mi. Nonsense. Look at her bó ṣe ṣe eye Nancy no vex. Torí mo ń bú ni. Mr. Kule, don't laugh. Ọmọdé ṣe ń bá sọ̀rọ̀.
Can't even close your legs. You call the talking, please. I'm not saying no, please. Boots blistered. And you can't even close your fucking legs.
Brixton, me anti-boots or what?
Yeah, you call the police because you know I'm telling the truth. You have to abuse me. Abuse you? I'm not here to attack you. I'm here to put sense to you. I'm warning you now to stay away from my dad. Do you think my dad would ever pick my mum over you? Over a skank like you? The high because her fucking legs. You can't hear her voice. Hey, you know my mum and my dad for 20 plus years. You know you can hear me.
This is 4 years ago. Remember this video? It went viral. Manager to our manager from Claire.
She's my dad, and she thinks it's acceptable. She knows exactly what I'm talking about. I got the proof right here. I got the proof right here. That's why I'm here to confront her. Stay away from her. Yeah, you record. No, I'm going to come to the manager. You see them for a while. We'll sort it out.
Our dad's back, despite
Sure. The girl is in so much dismay. She really wanted that home and the marriage to work. But her auntie Boots will wait for the shocker. 4 years later, look at them. That is the woman she snatched her best friend's husband. Look at them. In the altar, they have gone to marry. We all have to be careful. Anyway, may we marry a man that will respect our soul and respect us. And women, we need to be careful. Look at them. It's really, for me, sad. She snatched her best friend's husband, Auntie Butu Tigboko, best friend here. She has she below what she by. I become we one day setting.
So you see, now look at it. Did you see people around for that wedding? When you buru, you not go finish, for person, make you not see supporters around you. It is same we that will not give each other peace of mind. You see, it's not a thing that I can preach about, to be very sincere, because every day it is happening. Do you understand? It's not possible. It's only that when it comes up like this, we'll just talk about it. Do you understand? There's no way I can sit down and be saying it will not happen again. Yeah, it's happening right now. Probably some of you watching me, God forbid, it's happening to you. So it's not a news. Only that no matter what it is, see, they still have supporters. They still have supporters. You will hear stuff like Tenikon Babaje, Tenikon Leda. If one door does not shut, you understand, another will not open. But that home destroyed 26 years. Be 25 or 26 is what that girl said. Do you make sense from what I'm saying? It's what that girl said. Now, at the end of the day, let's think and think. See, when that girl went to confront her, assuming it was the wife that did that, people will blame her and say, you shouldn't have done that. How could you have done that? Blah, 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 blah. Don't you know that when you do such a thing, it can make the man now go. He can decide to do what he didn't want to do before. He already will do it. Because at the end of the day, for that girl to have gone, you know that the father can still blame the mother for even that girl going as an adult for going. The father can say, how will that girl, how will she find men? Because we have to think of it. We are also affecting the life and the mindset of our children. The father and the woman. The father and the woman. So it's not a matter of, oh, the man only is at fault. No. And the woman. You can't have friends in peace. You can't have friends in peace. Why? You wonder why you are being suspected. Do you know? Husbands wonder why their wives don't want them to do this. Women wonder why their husband don't want them to do, especially husbands. You see what I'm saying? For no reason should your friend have your husband's number. Who does that? It's bullshit. I see some people doing it. It is totally wrong. I'm saying it with your full chest, Nimoso. Why? Why should your friend have your husband's phone number? Fucking, you know? Why? This is the reason. This is the reason, and it's been happening. Only that this our own time is worse. In that London, it is a normal thing for them every day. Ni. Don't be concerned about this. So most of people boot about me ni. Over the weekend, the boot hit my eyes. It's normal. It's a continuous thing. It is happening. When you talk, people will now even still come for you. When you say it the way you feel, but this is totally wrong. This is not fair. This shouldn't be happening. You will see people who hate you. People will dislike you for it. So it's not something you can stop. You can only guard and guide your own self. I'm telling you, it's plenty in London. London is a home of where they do it. And many of these women, God gave them their own husband. You don't know my story. We don't even want to know your story. Just pack yourself. Somebody said, yeah, I'm thankful, ma, for celebrating my husband's birthday yesterday, ma. Thanks, God. Okay, please, can I be your friend? Oh. Oshikoya Tobi showed you a funny. You want Mr. Oshikoya to come and put you. Have you seen his stature before? Eh? Have you seen his stature? What come on, no pani? Today, come mama she be nuisance. You want to watch sugar mommy? Well, just go and sit down one place. Omoye kere rese kolo wa won egbe chioma. Omoye kere bi tie go and struggle and work hard and marry young people. We do you in London by yeah. Well, TBC, it is what happens. We know many countries like this. A lot of the people that have been going, ladies that have been causing problem on the social media. London ni wo wa. Àwa náà bí yín kí ni wo ṣe fún yín, kí la everybody ṣe fún yín tẹ́ jókòó inside London. Is London men too no àwọn ni boyfriend orí ìkọ. If you get there now, baba ndagbe ìyá yowa, everything in that London. Why? Who do na like that? If you want to hear problem about somebody sleeping with my husband now, if you now go, you will find that London base. I don't know why. Kilofa. And you will hear that they once had husband. To baffle waju niye. Why? If you choose that you can't work it out with your husband, why then allow the one that God gave you to go? If you choose that he should go, then don't go and perch on somebody else's son. Etuma loma add the one lori Facebook. Eh? You go and add them on Facebook. Why? Why are you adding people on Facebook? You adding people's wives? Eh? Shefe sheka fun won ni. What is you people's problem? Many cases like that. Timo, there was a time, maybe later, I used to have cases of somebody is sleeping with my husband. Even on the social media, there was a girl. She used to call me. The older sister can't call me. Before she came to join her sister in London. London people. Some of you, ni shame. Not London, no. Only happening in Peckham and Bristol. Mr. Kunle is not true. It's general London. Many of them. Okoloko ni. Ito bati ni oko. You ko si shame. This one, sister, blood sisters. Ashe o tin ba egbon esun. Oko egbon esun leko. It is a friend that casted her on the social media. You know how they are always fighting in London. best. You know the time that people used to fight in London, they will be updating it for each other. I'm not like you that is sleeping with my sister's husband. So the sister who comes here, but not as much as the younger sister. You people know her. Sorry, but I will always have to use all this thing because it truly happened. I live in London. We know. And she go at me olori buruku e oloshi e. I can never forget olori buruku oloshi. Olori buruku oloshi. Buffalo. This one, the girl, I say when the husband goes to Nigeria, you know how you will send your husband to Nigeria and your younger sister, your younger sister, of course, you will tell her, go and pick up my clothes, give my husband. The man resumes sleeping with her in Nigeria. You know, the sister said to me, the mannerism in which the husband really was trying to make sure that he brings, that he brings her younger sister. She felt it was the love he had for her. Really help your younger sister. Like, I will make sure she comes in. Will make sure. He made it a point of duty. It was after she casted them. If not that, she fell out with her friend. Sister not for no pay. Omba Egwensun. She used to be a common face on this our platform. I know you meet Siri. I don't see my ears don't hear too many things that I know I don't want familiarity. I don't want familiarity. You can't trust anybody. You can't trust anybody. Blood sister. Some people lack integrity when it comes to this Toto and prick. How can a younger sister to So the lady said, all the evidence, that her friend, sometimes, she will go to her friend's house sometimes because the friend is a lone parent. She will go there sometimes. The man will come there. They will be, if you hear the story is like Mills and Boone. Ọ̀rẹ́ yẹn farabalẹ̀, ó cast ẹ̀ tán ni. Ìyẹn ti ready pé káyé ó cast evidences oríṣiríṣi. Evidences oríṣiríṣi. The friend London. The sister, that lady cried. You know what she came to me for? For sure, no. Sisterhoods, it don't scatter. But she wanted to leave her husband. So that was her pains. I don't know if she ended up, because me, I told her she shouldn't. She shouldn't leave her husband. She should forgive him. Only that is her pains. How can she cope? And she cherished that man. She cherished her children. Her life, she planned that she will not have. And you only burukule people tema lon shekini. Tema wa as somebody that, as a sister or as a friend or as anything. When you already die, you are crying. Ma she binu, and you are binu be gone Danny. There's nothing. All these people don't care if anybody. That's why if you call somebody Uncle Daddy, I don't believe you. Forget it. Uncle Daddy, all those things doesn't matter. If you even want to know, Gogo, If uncle is too much and daddy is too much gone, yeah, they are sleeping with each other. Don't mind all these useless people that will be sleeping. Ara London, le marry one mama doyan by. Wa ma pe l'uncle, wa ma pe daddy. It's a lie, yo. Forget it. It's London. We know they will be calling you uncle. They will be calling your husband. It's a lie. Go. Release your husband to them. Alara family gbogbo is fake. London ni what man so. Alara family is fake. Won't do that one you. Daddy, why all those things is bullshit in London, no? Daddy, why won't buy one soon? No boundaries. No. That's what affected that home. By the time the woman realized, as the girl confronted the sister, this lady, sorry, not girl, the woman confronted the younger sister, and she reported. And you know what? It took her a while. When I was talking on Mercy's case, this ragamuffin sister, sorry, I'm sorry, sister, because you are ragamuffin, but you know, that's why you don't come to my platform anymore. This ragamuffin sister, during Mercy's case, she was among the people typing. And she and her sister they were already having issue. They already had issue. And she was among the people coming. That's how I can't go. I don't want to hear because this is a lie, yo. Some people will be abusing somebody as husband. I won't go gone or gone. She used to type that time. She was really typing what Mercy did. Meanwhile, what she did to her blood sister is worse than what Mercy did to a friend now. Or once Emanuela did to Fatiana. Those are our precedents now. What she did as a blood sister is worse. At least after all, those ones are friends. And this case is a friend, not, friend case. Blood sister is worse. Because blood sister, you are meant to love each other for life. Husband, you understand? Who will you choose? And she will come. And the sister was hurting before she was able to give me the name of her sister. Mokawo Lorini. Because she said, she's your fan. She's your fan. I said, my fan. That she's always on my page. I said, my page. Tell me. I won't. No, she even said she doesn't mind me talking to her. That she was the one that brought her to London. Àṣòtí ń bọ̀ kan òun sùn lá ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ cast ẹ̀ tán ni ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ sọ hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì tí wọ́n máa ń sùn ní Nàìjíríà ibi tí gẹ̀ yẹn ó tẹ́ndà àwọn nǹkan woman yẹn ké and the woman carry everything going to show her husband they call meeting they scatter everything ni that her friend very good person the girl yẹn though she's a wicked person she was aiding and abetting until they fought. And you know, many of you, when you are in good terms with people, you people will do the unbelievable. It's good, or at least people will know the truth after a fallout. You'll be doing terrible things with your friends. It's good, so that when that time comes, God will reveal you. If you like, hide it, God will still catch you. You understand? Hide it. God will catch you. God will throw you inside Odoma Didu. Fish will chop you. Oloshi people. You lori buruku jati. Somebody don't come up for here. He never beshi. I be you snatch person your husband. This one way is you couldn't know the cost. They cost today. I'm surprised. Why you can't go? You snatch person your husband. Let us know now. It's because when they come and cast you to me, go and leave the person. Because I have noticed you are not typing again. And you say, you don't cost. So this one, yeah, Odoma Dudu for Ikorodu. No, that one is too small. It's River Niger. We should marry Ikorodu. So you want the person to survive. The Korodu one is too small. Even told me like it's River Niger. Nile River Niger. No man lo kusi. Let me tell you, there's nothing like somebody benching your husband or benching your wife, and they are also stalking you. Apàyàn ni ẹ̀yin ará London yìí o, lórí burúkú ni púpọ̀ inú yín tẹ́ ń ṣe kíní yìí o. Auntie Bristine, ni ọ̀gá yín báyìí. They don't wait though. See the guy. You know, if not that even love gone, majority of all these our men gone, we are managing them. Abi, am I lying? We are managing them. Nǹkan tí ọ̀rá manage. Tí wèrè olórí burúkú kan tí wá máa bá ẹ jẹ́ no. Do you understand? You get me? Are you feeling me? Look at this man now. Can they dash you this man with even with 20 million kogba? Ojo Adimeru. You know, fine. It be like this. Man, I'm talking about you. You be kukute. Kunta kunte. You not fine. You be all. You look poor. Waiting there. You all. I'm sure your wife is managing you. Let them carry you. You are useless. I pity the children. Yeah. That girl really wanted her father to be with her mother. But the man is irresponsible, man. And the girl, look at the anti-boot. They are calling you anti-boot. You are not ashamed of yourself. That's what most of them do. They use their money. They will go and be taking care of people's husband. They will be buying shirts for their husband. The shirt they are supposed to buy for the husband that gave them children. They will go and be using it to cook food for people's husbands. Say that how can you go and be? Yes, Idi Amin is more handsome. Idi Amin, really? Idi Amin is more handsome. How can you compare this man to Idi Amin? That ugly Idi Amin. Oh, the man don't die. I know they abuse dead people. That man. Idi Amin fight past this man. It's at least he tall. Idi Amin face not fatty when he chop human flesh. Blah blah blah. This man is war. Person where they manage. You can never hurt people like this, and God will not come for you. Karma is by the corner. Take it. Why? When I talk on this kind of case, you will think that they've hurt me before. That they have done. You understand? Because, you know, they always say something to us. Don't laugh at someone's mother that probably fell on from Okada and buy, and you are saying, oh, because your own mother is still alive. You are bugango, you are feeling big. You understand? You are feeling big and thinking, oh, because your own mother, you probably have money. Your mother, Okada can't hit your mother, Okada can't jam your mother. Lie. You never know what will happen to your mother too, because your mother is still alive. The only person that can laugh at somebody that the mother is dead and is probably the person that have lost his or her own mother too. So, okay, you are don't kuku have mama. We in marriage, when we see things like this, I dey help the people where it happen to, I dey help them send a missile to them, because we could talk about you by any, not be proverb they tell us. Not be proverb they tell us, say, we in marriage, or we should be careful. Because people are, this is unbelievable. How can you do that? It just happened, she just quit the guy. 4 years ago, this video went viral. Oh, I don't think people remember. Go, this video went viral. And what you wear, they want UK gossip carrier. Is she supposed to wear that man? Is she? No. Be real. At least she's supposed to go look for her own elsewhere. Not a... But she did. Because Nigerians or whoever, Africans, we forget. We just don't... And we support evil against each other. We support Igbo against each other. See how people turned up for the wedding now? Would they tell me that they did not see this video viral at one point? Would they say that? No. You can imagine where the kids are, the wife is, all of them. We will continue to say our own. If you are in UK, I know that even the men, many of us are tired of all the men gone safe. All this husband, everybody just say make they have husband, make it not be say kosade lorini. And when you are managing the man, then one are lakuregbe. Lakuregbe will also be shopping that man with you and even lead to this situation. You know, it's so painful and very disgusting. That young girl that when I eventually called her, she was not telling me that that her friend exaggerated it. So it happened. I expected her to say nothing like that. That the friend exaggerated it. In fact, you know, they've already confronted each other. Family don't know, mama don't know. The woman even said she know they do with her mama again. Because the mama was saying, how can you allow your sister's husband to bench you? How can you be on somebody's page and you went to add that person, you are either benching or communicating with the Oshemo Polori Burukula and you know these people can kill somebody. You don't know? That's why you have to be careful. You go to people's party. Don't let them give you food. Don't go. What? You don't be surprised. Don't be surprised that the people you go to their party, they know what you don't know. Then you will go and tell them to serve you food. So these London people, some of them are very desperate to build. They are still doing marriage at the age of 50 something. What she long felt call. What you find on lost altar. Some people don't care. 70 what she mashi wedding. Just be careful. Just be very careful. Be very careful. That's why when I was doing birthday, you didn't see me. I did Oyibo food so that you know if I come for your birthday and you are serving your rubbish for riro táwọn lórí burúkú kan máa wá ṣe wá máa wá àwọn tí wọ́n dọ́kọ wọn wá lọ fún wa lóúnjẹ tí wọ́n ikùn máa ro wá máa yàgbẹ́. That's why I did Oyibo food o kẹ́ lè rí pé bó bá máa pè mí sí bàtẹ́ tó bá ti lè fún mi lóúnjẹ Òyìnbó jọ nítorí ọlọ tó Òyìnbó máa serve mi tí mo rí pé Òyìnbó ló fún mi lóúnjẹ ẹ fi mí sílẹ̀ níbi tí mo wà ayé lẹ́gẹ́. Me need that wá. Tell me your day. I'll send you gifts. I stay here in my house. Don't want to go shilo. Go shilo. Why you life conscious? Things are happening. Things conspiracy. Conspiracy ti pọ̀jù. You will just be wondering. Your kako de ma mo e lójú. Ọ̀rẹ́ ni o. You don't know what's happening. Go to London, you will see them there. Ọ̀rẹ́ ni o. Ako ma mo e lójú ni. You ṣe wọ́n olórí burúkú wọ́n ti join ara wọn lówó ti ẹgbẹ́ ẹlẹ́yẹ. Wọ́n ti add ẹ lórí Facebook. Wọ́n á máa bú ẹ mọ́bẹ̀. Wọ́n á máa ṣèkà fún ẹ. All the time that they used to abuse me. Olórí burúkú people, they are the ones, they will be under fake ID, they will be abusing you. They will say you have turned your husband to Bewudani. All their plan is so that your husband sees it and leave you so that I can go and be with them. I want Loshi. These people, they're everywhere. Wo, koni dafoyi. Lori buruku somebodies. I want Loshi. The moment they hear that they are abusing you, they will enter fake ID. They'll go there. You wonder why is it that is that girl ni olórí burúkú ẹ ni entry fake ID tó shake her. Oni kure oni jẹ nǹkan tó dá láyé oni sha nǹkan tó jẹ lọ́run lórí burúkú ya kutu ko ẹ lọ́nà ọ̀run ló ṣì. What did London people do? You leave us in London. Beshi, what do you mean? What do you mean? There's something more to it. Beshi, there's something more to it. You are back. You are my friend, but today you are not my friend. I don't care. I lose you as a friend today. It doesn't matter to me. If you are innocent, why I'm not story time, boy, you want me to be giving you instances? You want me to give instances? I have it on Facebook like this. On Facebook, you want me to be giving instances? Enemy, me. I hear stories, so don't you see me when I go to London? One lie. Think, I dey fear them, no. No, Beshia, ekpeko. Ki we pe ni olórí ba ekpeko niyen. Tí bá fẹ́ ṣe pepe ke on wodo ma jidun lọ. Àbí ke ja jẹ wọ́n. O sai, where are your people? Ka ni kó gbé wọn lọ, kó mi gbé wọn lọ. Beshi. No, you all ní kàgbà ko àwọn people. Go and hear stories. Go and hear stories. Your ears will be full. You will cry. Some of them go to Nigeria. Wọ́n máa lọ gbà. Yeye Thailand to get for body. Emi on power island me really. Àwọn náà máa ṣe rádaràda bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹ. Yeye, Beshi has experienced it. She mentioned it. Really, Beshi don't experience. Beshi. Etí mi ti kún. You know, mo máa ń bẹ̀rù ni o. Yeye Kafi. Etí mi ti kún. You know this talk show that we do. When some people get one. And the one that do it here go, they run to London. If you do such a thing here, I don't know if they can say they go to London. Oh, my snatch your loco. You get one guy like that, make I gist to people so I can close for the day. Well, you have Gengi, but that kukuru come. Then some koto shele. You get one guy like that for this country. You do me, boya you will know the person. I won't mention it. The wife, if I call her the name, Yeye for president, thank you that you will take me for president, so I will be fighting war against our husband snatcher. Mama wambe, activist in mo ready. He want to kill me. Do maybe he get one lady like that. I don't want to mention something about her. If I mention it, Jumi Ara might know her or anybody live. So I will just say lady. Her husband used to bench her very well. Uni oko ma yen, oko eshi. Ni ma yen ma ṣe marathon lára ẹ̀. We rí Ọlọ́run ṣe ọlá fún. Ọkọ ó wà òkè ó dẹ̀ níṣẹ́ tó dáná. Ojú ẹ̀ rí bí bọ́ọ̀lù báyìí. Àwọn tó máa ń rí ojú rògòdò bí ojú globe yẹn ni bọ̀bọ́ yẹn. Ọkọ ẹ̀ máa ń bá sùn dáadáa. They say anywhere she go to. Now so she go they tell people there, Baba Lagbaja, Dido yini. To an extent that her friends now start acknowledging the fact that her husband, man ko ba sun fun dada. That's why if your husband ko ba sun fun, don't go and be telling people, because many people their husband is woto. Kò ní nǹkan kan lábẹ́ o. Kò ṣe nọ́mbà o. Oko doromi ni wọ́n ní o. Doremi àbí kí ni o. Durime àbí kí lórin tí wọ́n máa ń kọ yẹn. Oko. That's because ìrònú lóyìnbó iti pọ̀jù. But this man I learned is a horse rider. This other lady has her husband though. Wallahi. It's not as if Koloko o loko tie. For some reason, this particular lady then discovered her husband and this one of her friends, that she's always saying, Ojojumo sha, Baba Lagbaja every day, can you come? Those of you that come and be complaining that your husband every day, some people, their own is every year. They will hear it. You are inviting devil to come and destroy your home. Shush your mouth. So this woman suspected that, or she's so sure, she was so sure that her husband and this lady who is also married, that they were knocking. They were doing like this. Because you don't know. They were knocking. They were knocking. I think when this girl tasted that man, oh, babe, you know when they gist you and you chopped it, you can't meet her like that, oh. So this married woman and this man, they intended, this is true life story, happen in this our if you push me too much, I will lead you people. I will mention one thing, everybody will understand. This story happened here new. Because me, you know me, I don't really have friends in this island, so they know even they know me say if I hear, I go cast them for here. My dear ones, be woman, be man, yeah. Meet him, he meet us, the woman they talk about. Na in lo ba wo won lara o. The thing entered their body, oh. They stopped them, too. This woman started crying, as in reporting her husband here, reporting her husband here. To an extent now, she went, reported this woman, the one knocking her husband now. She reported the woman to her own husband. If it's a woman, it go wrong in here. Wallahi. Now in that nakana, the naka. So the naki, the woman that is naki and the naki. Two husband to this, wife to this. Now in the say to the world, though, there more consequences. Since you have gone to tell the father of my children that I'm knocking your husband, she claimed she wasn't doing it. Therefore, we are knocking on here. Everybody salty, oh. People salty, oh. Has to run up. He say she not get husband, oh. The woman said no. Odale onru. Okay, Odale eru. The man said he has to follow her because now your husband, now your wife go tell her husband, say him they knock the woman. My people sought you. And so the two of them live their relationship, their marriages. So, whoa, that woman, the one that used to tell people that her husband's really is long, she was size 18 or 20. By the time I saw her one time like that, and she has thick lips, her mouth was like this. Otitini, all her head don't go, her mouth come long. Her own skinniness, that's why her mouth swear. You go think say they punch her mouth. I say, yeah. Enuloko babirin. How can you be telling people that your husband, he really every day, if they say she come party, she go, they say, ọkọ mi ló pè mí, ó fẹ́ dóbò ni, a gbọ́dọ̀ dóra wa lálẹ́ yìí ni. In fact, o de ma doyan pa ni. O de, na in the woman go test the dido. Na in she forever fall in love. They dey together. Na London they call round one. London you pack it. Wo, people salty. Who ba want that city? People beg so they na see the guy say lie. The woman too say it don't matter. It don't happen. Say in marriage, it don't scatter. Meanwhile, she born for that man, no. She don't born children for the man where they go report her to. Now in they scatter her for people pay. But she lonely. They carry the man go. Yeah, and the man come up for this country. London, yeah. That one sawawu won wa ibe wo ko lo. I see the lady on my page. Me, I don't. The two ladies are on my page. The man is not on my page. I don't like him. I don't like him because I see him is a very wicked soul. The woman that the two women are on my page. That's my private page. I have people there. Barbara, you know the story. Please, so don't mention any name. Oh. It's only story. You know, we always say the story. We don't name the name. We only say the story. We don't want anybody to come and tell that we are casting them on our, except social media bring it out for us. You can then mention him. But only the story. We don't mention him here. But they are on my page. I have many of them on my page. The one that snatch, the snatchy, the snatcher. They are there. I know them. Mama, I know them. Emi ke mama. Okorora mambo. Harabini eti bale. Oh, she learned the hard way. You know how you will have friends and you go and be telling them, it's not everything you be talking about your husband. Which one? Don't tell your husband. They owe you owe nobody, a friend, anybody, anything to say about your husband. You owe them. If your husband now 1 minute stand up, it's nobody's business. Go and find solution for him in the hospital. If your husband now a horse rider like that lady now, it's nobody's business. If your husband they say wow every minute, it's nobody's business. Because the people you are telling, you can imagine. Her friend is married though. It's not as if she wasn't married though. The snatcher, everybody there. I know who. You don't know I know many stories. I don't have to be your friend to know the story. Now this one, you get one too. And that's my private. In this country, that lady is an entrepreneur. I won't say what she does, but people know her. Let me just say her. Should I say her state? No, let me not say her state. Okay, I can say her state. She's from Edo. Now she bring her boyfriend from Nigeria. They were in one European country before this place. Ẹni tó mú lábúrò. She's oti. Orí ẹ̀ ti yí. You don't know what happened. The man, she brought that guy. In fact, you get one party where she make her not talk that one because people go know what they talk about. If you know how, in fact, hey, forget it. Women, now we do ourselves the most. When you are praying every day, tell God that you should not, God should not bring those kind of women near you. Tell God, Lord Joe. In fact, those kind of women too, the same way they can snatch your husband, there is the same way they can be jealous of your children. They are like that. That woman, you know, Agbokolori Pantete. You know, there are some Edo people, they are good, though. Not be every Edo not send, though. Some Edo people, they carry husband and put for Edo. They love what they have. They will give it all. That lady gives it all to her husband. But a lot of people used to look at the lady like one old woman. And the husband used to do shuperu. You know, there are some men. You know how, you know now. Some of you don't know. Some of you will be doing like, Idede mama patience and good luck. You understand? You'll be doing iye up and down. Meanwhile, your husband is sipopure. Your husband is doing stock exchange. You are doing stock fish. And all the prices of panla, oporoko in the market, you know. Meanwhile, your husband is doing stock exchange. And he's doing hip hop. So that lady is like that. She knows all the food, all the panla, the everything. But the husband is, hey, yo, what's up? So young, in this country, in this country, the person where she take us, she they do godmother, and he snatch the person don't born for the guy, and she don't born children with tall like this. Now she has mental problem, real mental problem new. Real mental problem new. She not they talk to anybody again. Sometimes she go just come on Facebook. She go do like this. You will know that the brain is scattered. And guess what? I asked this man, is he not seeing what is happening to this woman? Do you know what people told me? He doesn't care. What? You run mad because of one person where they snatch, where they carry go. If your children have seen everything, they will prefer you stay alive. But if you see her, she don't tell me. I can't mention this person. Long. The one I went to see in the hospital lately now, that I told you that she's now doing crocoro. Not be man cause her. London, now in they snatch the man go now. They don't snatch the man go London. If you go to her, now so she go do. I heard phone like this. Say, I should put the phone. I should put the phone. I said, what happened? What happened? I said, the people, they have hacked her phone. That they are following her. She told me to wait like this. She went and said checking beside the curtain in the hospital. Did I bring the case to you people? The person that snatched her Bobo is in London. Her husband, not be Bobo, her husband is in London. Yeah, there's a lot of them in Ireland. Yeah, you know, say Orio can like phone. You know, say me idea Ireland, so I know they know them. Now in our own, they gist us. You understand? So our own, they are our body too. Yeah, what of the man you don't have child with, but you have been together for over? It's still the same thing. It's your husband. As long as it's your husband, it's still the same problem. If we are with him, doesn't matter. Not everybody will bear a child now. Childbearing is from God. If God says it's not yet time, as long as it's still the same thing. Even if the person is with another woman, you don't have a right to still, the woman that don't have a child for him, you still do not have a right to snatch. That is still snatching. Do you get what I mean? It's still snatching. As long as that person is with, and when I say with, it has to be that you are married, though. Don't get me wrong. I'm sorry to say, if you are cohabiting, you can, of course, go for somebody else. That's cohabiting. Cohabiting is different. It's not marriage. Or you are partners. What people call partners. It's not marriage. But when you talk about marriage, and you don't have a child in it, and somebody else takes that person, that one is what we are calling out. That's what we are talking about. Are you getting me? Yeah, they are everywhere, even here now. They are in London. London is their base. As if they brought them from Nigeria to come and do that to people in abroad. Here, many men, they have snatched their husband to London. They are shopping. You know, in London, they have fresh for, they have bokoto. All these men that are very hungry. They are there in London. They have come to eat to do rice. They say London people now to they cook with all their heart. Then they go work as carer like this. So the one who manage study nursing. Now men they take a snatch. That's their achievements. Everywhere in London, even in Canada. Canada no. You know, some people brought some of these men told no ya won lọ sí Canada or girlfriends in Canada. But àwọn yẹn ló wá snatch ọkọ ní Canada because Canada jìnnà. Kí ló fara dáradá? Na London, London be their headquarters, so you're correct. If we are going to be treating all those cases, wallahi, they resort. Some of them don't even care who little. Some of them don't even care. Just be far from them. Don't allow them. Let them not be your friend. Don't be anything. Don't be close to them. Don't bring them near your. Despise them with a passion. Keep yourself away from them. Yeah, there is this couple too in Ireland. Their children are grown and the guy is popular. He married a second wife now. It was all over the news that year. If I mention his name, you will know. Yes, if you mention his name, I'm sure I will know him. We get them. It's the men here. You understand? Yeah. But Yaman Jewon. Now from here now, the first one where Messi snatched. Now from here, he come out now. Don't you know? I've forgotten his name. The first one, Messi snatched that. Southeast London is their base. So I learned is that's where there's food. You know those men. That's where there's food. Many of them belong pound. Many of these men. You understand? Food. That's where there's food. Yeah, Nigeria, there are plenty of all the snatch. Sister Barbara. Fighting inside a bus stop and grocery. Really? Ejala? Aneti wati kun. No, not Adekas. The first one is not Adekas. He was based in he was in Ireland. He has wife here now. Messi snatched the first one, Nina. Kotowa snatched the second one. Not the first. The first one is Igbo. She snatched that one. The second one, I've forgotten his name. She snatched that one. The Larry Gentry. Thank you so much for the show. Yeah, they are in America and Canada because they are spread out in different. That's why it's not now okay. But in London, it's their headquarters. You know, like we have headquarters. That's where they are. If you want to hear stories, if you want to hear stories, etimiti kun, huh? Just be careful. Those of you in London that still have your husband, don't make friends. So just keep to yourself. Loneliness doesn't kill. Husband snatcher can't kill. Loneliness can kill. Don't follow them and be doing all this year. Lakure gbe party up and down. Ori buruku party. Won lo gba ọkọ woman tí mo sọ yẹ. Gbogbo. Don't follow them. Wo ori tó bá kó ẹyọ ó dilé. Even in Canada, there are plenty. They will run to London. What are you telling me? Suleiman Kemi. I said they've run the ones that we know that they told us. But this other one I told you, they don't want. Some of them takula ya. Ojo ko sibi ni o. Pe kí ló fẹ́ happen? It's what happen. Let me tell you. You don't know how peaceful it is when you keep to yourself. I'm not saying that men cannot still do, but you know it will pay you more to find out that people where they add you on Facebook, now then it's very painful. You don't know how you will feel. You won't sleep for 1 week. You won't sleep, you will be what? You would think you are in Nigeria where there's no light, that your mosquito is chopping you. You have to be careful. You don't make friends with them. Keep off from there. Olori buruku ni won. Keep off. Don't make friends. Don't go. It's not by force. Let me tell you one thing. Keep off from them. You can imagine that lady. She has husband at home. Torí pé èèyàn kan sọ̀rọ̀ ọkọ ẹ̀ pé ọkọ ẹ̀ ogun. Till tomorrow, if I see the man go, mo máa ń wò pé oko wo ló gùn lára ilé. You understand? For everybody to know the story, as in we heard the story. For us to hear that kind of, you can imagine. And that's the reason why that girl went to taste that man. Ó dẹ̀ lọ́kọ nílé. There's nothing like you have friends and you can share everything, you know, your mind, your, you know. There's nothing like that. Forget it. Not be all of them. They okay. Never accept friend requests on social media from anyone you don't know. Most of them are monitoring. Well, that's my page. You understand? It was during that time I accepted that request. Are you getting me? So èmi ti gba oríṣiríṣi náà àti normal àti wèrè àti olè àti criminal àti adigunjalè àti gbogbo ló wà lórí page yẹn àti èèyàn tó dá àti family mi náà, they are all there. So it's too late for me to do anything about that. Nevertheless, you just need to be careful. Are you getting me? It's too late. In fact, if I want to cleanse myself, I have to deactivate my page, block it, and start all over again. Because I don't carry where at join even my own family where they there. I mistakenly pack anybody na ya they say ibe ni mo ti lọ gba àwọn kan síbẹ̀ tí mo mọ̀ pé monitoring spirit ni wọ́n. You know which celebrity? Celebrity call it and then your monitor. Me ò dé mọ̀. You people won't believe this thing, oh. Me ò mọ̀. In that London, you have to be careful. You have to be careful for yourself. And, you know, all these men, you just need to be careful. Let me tell you the truth. People are hating you. You don't know who your husband is talking to. Take it or you leave it. Some people they are dating your husband and they are on your page every morning. As you resume, they are watching you. They are watching Boshe. You understand? Some people, because of how you look, they want to sleep with your husband. That's what it is. Or your husband too. Doing jacket. It's motherfucker. FMM. And you say, oh, I talk committee more leko. Oh, they really pẹ̀lú mi olóṣì there. Oh, to hard me. And every time, yes, you see, this thing has happened now. May have 5 before COVID. Mo ṣe máa ń ro, ó máa ń bí mi nínú. Tí bá ti ro, mo máa angry. If I see cases like this, I remember màá tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí bínú. Mo máa ń bínú. Mo hate girl yẹn with a passion. Mo fẹ́ kó máa tó bá rí mi kó máa rí pé mo hate òun gan. They will add you. She went, added all my in-laws, my family, my in-laws, all the add gbogbo wọn. Ibi tó lórí burúkú, olóṣì. All of them don't remove her, shall they don't remove her. Mo te wèrè bọ́lẹ̀ ni o. Lórí burúkú mo post orúkọ ẹ̀ káàkiri WhatsApp pé this person is a criminal. My husband don't know her more. I don't know her too. Anywhere you see her, she's a criminal. She's a bombastic element. Èmi dẹ̀ tún sọ fún mi bí tí mo gbé fún tó. Mo ní I want the world to hear. Mo bínú gan. Pastor mi àti mommy mi gbogbo ló fà mí pé no be like that. Calm down. My mother-in-law na come for baba òtítọ́. If not for those people, wọ́n gbà tí lọ́wọ́ mi. Mo fẹ́ the painful pé why you go come they add me for social media. Add me just they follow me for Instagram. Hey, stalker, I want no shit. No, this story I'm telling you people before COVID. It be like I've forgotten now. At it took 4 years. But anytime I remember, I know man be me go at it took 5 years ago. No one day with me and my husband were doing talking about our anniversary, and you know we talked about it. You understand? We talked about it. The question was has there ever been a time that you know things got out of hand, and that was it. My husband kò rí mi kí n bínú tó yẹn rí o. Mo máa ń bínú, but I was irritated. I know me. Mo lọ ṣe find oh God. Mo lọ ṣe find this new. You know when your husband will stop using an old phone. Ó wá lọ fún phone yẹn fún ọmọ mi. Ibẹ̀ mo ti cash gẹ̀yìn. èmi wá number, you know, like a phone number. I think maybe a carpenter or something. It was just for one thing. And I now saw this bombastic elements picture. And a girl that is her friend. Ibi tó ti send àwọn photo yẹn sí ọkọ mi. A girl that's her friend, that one too is on my page. That one is married, so mo pe yẹn. Mo ní okun o. Mo pe o. Èmi pe o. That one is still on my page. I didn't block her. I allowed her so that at least the information that whether I ti Jansen, we had that boko yensu. I did do mommy to I boko yensu because mo shape it all the people that are doing all these things, that your friend will be doing that kind of thing, and you know, and you are supporting them, you will experience it. Wallahi. Yes. You will experience it. So is that friend? And I saw the lady. The lady used to greet me, before the whole incident. The lady used to greet me. She used to greet me. She used to wish me happy birthday. But after that incident, I don't allow them greet me. I don't talk to any of them anymore. I don't want you to be my friend. Get away. Everybody go. Although she didn't go out of my page. Oh, yeah, her friend. They ọ̀rẹ́ wọ ṣọkọ náà mà ni wọ́n. Òun dẹ̀ lọ́kọ. Rada. London, you walk what you see. I don't want to. Now I ask questions. I said, who is this person? Where did this all come? That was when I realized that my sister-in-law, when I found out my page, I now quickly went to check mutual friends. I found the name they used in storing the name. Wala Interpol name. When I discovered everywhere shake, everybody was scared of me. She didn't realize that Mutika. She now went and messaged my husband. It seemed as if Mutimon koko pe mo be mo she mi ni mo da lohun. Orúkọ Muslim ni wèrè enje mo has fún ní èsì. Ó shock ni. Èèyàn burúkú ni mí o. Ó shock mo wá ibi t'Ọlọ́run tún wá tún fẹ́ mú ibi tó ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ ìyàwó ń kù mí ń ṣiṣẹ́ ńbẹ̀ náà èmi ò ń parọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ mo kọ gádà mo tún rí lórí page mi gbogbo àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ àwọn family ọkọ mi tó wà lórí page ẹ̀ gbogbo wọn ni mo gádà mo wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ mo kọ́kọ́ ṣe gbogbo investigation mi mo wá gbé gbogbo ẹ̀ sórí table mo wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ jà mo ní yes èèyàn kan mà láti something must happen. I got the whole truth. I won't lie. I was satisfied. I know first shout me tete pariwo mo koko find cause if you pariwo you no go see anything everywhere go block. Now so they go block you. Now only you go come be like nuisance. I do everything, all the thing. So anything where they ask me, they bring her come out by everything where they ask me. So when my pastor they question me, as I they bring her come out, my pastor gentle ni. My pastor even come they praise me. Okay? Yeah, a strong woman. My pastor come they praise me. Okay? Yes. Because obìnrin mi kò ní lè mú mọ́ra àti faraya gbogbo àṣírí o di get here because men are very smart. If you don't get all your information, if you have to, you don't get everything like this. Even the girl know say I know say she go they say just lele. Okay, so I remember I blogged the story the first time you said it on Facebook. It's sweet past today. Oh, but the story not different. No, if I want to tell you people the story, now go. It's not funny, yo. It's not funny. I mean, mo rẹ́rìn sí yín. Mo ṣe findings yẹn. I was sure all of our friend, my mutual, even I trace her reach my sister-in-law, my uncle's wife. I trace her place of work. Now when I call my son, I say, who is this? My son, lágbájá ọ̀dọ̀ mi ló ti because náà la ti ń ṣiṣẹ́. Mo ní nǹkan fẹ́ happen. You end up begging or do your proper exactly. My sister-in-law come, they say, hey, I can't ask and say, they can't, everybody can't know, say, by the time I was saying everything, well, there was no hiding space. Everybody hands up, na jazz, not be normal. In fact, my husband at a point actually thought, Moti, kini mo man pe kini yen. Wetin be that thing where they call picking on my hey. Wetin be that thing where they tap phone? Tapping of phone. My husband he can't dey fear in phone. In koto di pe that thing made password inule for this house. Our phone nobody get my password. You know I know gbogbo wa inule hacking in this house. So in this house nobody, husband, wife, children, everybody, we all know our password. Now that case brought such things into the family because then everybody confused. Mo farabalẹ̀ ṣe finding mi o bo tètè pariwo kíni mo ṣe findings mi mo ṣe tán báyìí. The day where they give me password, my husband say, this is my password. Money, I don't want to know your password. I don't. Pastor say, I beg, know the password. You know, even if the man is doing anything, you won't even. I say I don't want no password. They say no, I must know password because that time I don't know him password. I don't know him password, and I never really bothered because I didn't know anything. You understand? Until when that thing happened, I come they say, hey, no wonder your phone has password. Now him pastor say, please, sir, drop all your password. What is even the purpose of having password when everything, how she, Annie, mo trace everybody, mo lo get photo ọkọ marriage tó ṣe ya tó ṣe photo ya àti bàbá mo get orúkọ ọkọ everything. If they try me, everybody everybody just dey look because today I go just wake up. Ṣé mo nǹkan tí mo sọ ni talele. Oh yeah. Don't pass. That was a terrible thing. No, though I was upset, you know. I was upset. Oh, I was really upset. I was upset. They had to travel with me. You don't know, my children. I don't hide things. So I don't know how to hide anything. Oh, don't forget me. Oh, if I don't like what you did to me, I don't know how to be hiding anything. If you want me to hide anything, I don't know how to hide anything. Kó tó gba ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lẹ́nu mi. Mo di ẹni tó ń ṣe remembrance. Ma ṣe báyìí. Ayé le. Ayé níkà. Wọ́n fẹ́ pa mí. Wọ́n tún wá lọ add mi lórí face. Ayé le. My husband will say, then I start ayé le yẹn. If I see sign pé ayé le. Ó lọ add mi ní ṣá. Ayé ní mo ṣe remembrance èmi. The remembrance of ìgbà tí mo cash. Ayé níkà. Ta surround èèyàn. You know. They can't wait till they know. Whoa, they preach give me so forgiveness in come and see preaching of forgiveness. Marriage is a thing of forgiveness. In forgiveness in marriage is forgiving. Kini wo fi preach for me tolaye. Wo fi gbogbo pastor me. No. I they do remembrance of when the thing wo si ba bere by. If I remember pere, if anything or I call this story, if I just take my head go there, I go gbe sorry. In fact, if we they talk and my husband just say, oh God, maybe go and take side with the man. I say, mo not see ya bye. All this kind of komba, oh man, Sani, oh, could ya caso because everything that go turn on the head. Ori any mama that go see everything. Ori any mama that sick. I want to side a man. I want to support a man. You know they put him out to go. Just they go. When they start everything they come on here. Me, I'm not one of those that will say it was easy for you because your husband still wants you. You know, one thing is this. I always say the truth in this aspect. When a man is remorseful, do you understand? It's different. The one that I think it's a no-no for me is when the man is not remorseful, apologetic, doesn't feel he has hurt somebody. He just feels it's normal. Or, you know, what's the big deal? No, I'm not going to have that. It is a big deal. Because what if it's the woman that did this to you? Are you making sense for me? So it is whoever is at fault here that should be remorseful. That will help. It may take a while to talk your partner out of it because it took me a long time, I must say. Sometimes when I remember, I still get really kind of angry, but sincerely, it's no more there. I'm fine. But, you know, understand, I'm fine, but I still, sometimes we don't remember and just, you know, just say something nasty, you know, but I'm fine. But it took me a long time. It took me like, to be sincere, woman, mummy travel, as in, my husband needed to book holiday, like, for almost 2 years. If you notice all the period we were traveling to Portugal, Belgium, that was the period to try and just to talk to me. Every 3 months, he had to travel with me. Because I was doing remembrance every time. Man, Benoni. When I would just, my mind was saying, no, it's not good. So, what can a wife do if the husband is not remorseful? Starts using password and no one can talk to him about it. That's it. Sorry to say, I must say the truth to you. If you want to hear the truth, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. A remorseful man or woman, especially man, will at least show he regrets hurting you. Even if it means having to, even if he didn't even go as far as you are thinking, but decides to just accept everything and just, many things you don't even demand for. Like that password, God is my witness, I never demanded for it. No, I didn't even think of it. It was his own way of saying, okay, let's be transparent in this marriage. Do you get it? It wasn't me. And when pastor was saying, take the password or know it, I wasn't. But can I tell you the truth? Even that password giving me came for work or phone or call me. Go and ask him. Along. From that time, I don't. But wallahi, if that kind of thing is happening, especially that person is going to die. Do you make sense? So I'm not the type that it was just a coincidence that I saw it. Do you get it? Me, Shentoman, it makes it easier. Do you get when there doesn't stop the men from doing what they want to do? Who has time? So he having password gone for me. If I'm you, I wouldn't even really care. Because meaning he's hiding something, no? Some are hiding too. They have things that they're hiding, but they will give you passwords. In the first place, I'm not the type that will go and check his phone before it was a coincidence. You understand? So it's not something that is healthy to be checking your husband's phone. If you want to start that, at what age? Then that means you want to kill yourself. Especially marriages that have not gone far. The time will come, some men get tired of doing whatever they are doing. But you don't want such people. Anyway, we don't want men to be messing around. Please, we need to have a show on this. There is more to marriage than cheating. Some marriages you would even prefer for the man to cheat. True, but I don't prefer it. There are many things that I dislike about cheating. Maybe because I come from a polygamous home. I don't like it. So I don't encourage cheating. It reminds me of polygamous home. I don't like it. I know most of these girls, especially these London people, they are not ready to just cheat. If they can get you out of the way, fine. If not, they are ready to become second wife, third wife, and fourth wife. Do you get it? So, and polygamy, God knows, I don't like it. I come from one. If maybe those that don't come from one, they don't mind trying it. But for me, I don't like it. It's not something I wish on anybody. Talk less of myself. So in the end, I will just say one thing. Not being remorseful is a red flag. It's a red flag. It's not good. It's not good to continuously be cheating and be begging. Meaning, it's also a red flag. You are not ready to change. You understand? But majority of the men that cheat a lot, go and find that they already have a problem. Go and digest this. Go and majority of the men that cheat, that are continuously cheat, the people that cheat, like, it's a major issue in their life. Not many of them cheat. Many of these husbands, they cheat. Only few don't. And some are so perfect, you can't catch them. And some women don't want to know. That's why they don't catch them. But in your own case, if he's not remorseful, is daring, as long as he's not doing it to your face, maybe you can manage it. But some people, majority of the men that are not remorseful, there's a problem. There's a problem. Majority of the ones that are not remorseful, there's a problem. Ọkùnrin tó bá remorseful, that means it damns whatever happens, or intimidating that woman. Maybe because you said there's no child yet. Sometimes some of them, he's probably behaving like that because of no child yet. Maybe you know what I mean. I was talking to a lady. There was a day I was having a chat. I think it was Baba, on Mohbad's case, and some people called me. Do you know the people that called me that day? And they were saying that they need me. You would have thought they wanted to do jazz, about marital issue. By the time I listened to that lady's story, the younger sister that she called me for, I had to tell her, I said, my darling, how could you have destroyed your destiny? Not destroyed, no. I don't want to use that word. I said, let me use the word. I said, why do you decide because of a man, your career, you put a stop to it? The guy is a medical doctor. she studied pharmacist. She's a pharmacist. Yeah? Pharmacist. She owns a pharmaceutical firm, chemist, you know, like in Nigeria, before their, what do they call it, relocation. Whilst in Nigeria, all the nurses now, so they fight every day. The guy, you know how and I must not lie to you people, the same way lawyers are all their secretaries, they are sleeping with them. Let's be real. If you don't know, know now. Profession has nothing to do with cheating. Doctors too, all their patients, majority of their patients are so that they sleep with them. There were doctors when we were young. I told you about that, my friend, to man shame. Me, ni paro, doctor yẹn máa ń kó bá sùn fún, kò lówó láti fi ṣẹ́yìn. Doctor àkọ́kọ́ kó bá sùn fún. Later, àwọn ọmọ wa lọ ń yọ sí doctor wa di born again. Many of these doctors, they are always sleeping with their patients. Same way pastors sleep with choir mistresses and deaconesses in the church. So it depends on your jurisdiction. As long as you are a man, many of them cheat. I must not lie to you. I have to be truthful. If you not cash your own, you are lucky. Some are very calculative, but they do. So this lady, her own was that when she went to join her husband where he was in the beginning of the marriage, he was staying in one place, like a one-bedroom. You know, like all these residential doctors. So then now, when pregnancy set in, you know, after marriage, they needed to move into a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment. The man retained that other place and said that when he wants to study as a doctor, you know how they will be doing different exams, that he has to have privacy. So the girl couldn't see anything. Young lady, unknown to her, even the people that patronize her, you know, when she now got to that area, she comes from a home that, you know, when she married, she saw money, pharmaceutical chemist there, but what do they call it? Some of the nurses that work in the hospital that the husband works, and some of the patients that come to buy drug, they were, until one day she was just in her shop, and she, you know, she's giving birth now to 1 or 2 kids, and she said instead of going home, she felt, let her stop by and see her husband, who was saying that was about to have birth, only for her to get there. And she met a patient known to her. Before she entered, she knocked on the door. The husband realized, the husband said she can't come in. This was a home they were living before. She can't come in because why? Only that was how she told the guy, that the man, that you must open the, yeah, okay. Yeah. She stayed there after 1 or 2 hours, neighbors, other doctors that rented 1 bedroom and self-contained came and, Dr. Lagbada, your wife and your children, they're outside. The patient ran inside the toilet. Okay, my kids want to wee-wee. The doctor said no. That was when the first time she caught her husband. After 2-3 hours, she had to come out. Hey, sister, whatever that comes to the shop. Hey, very the medicine. Hey, I've been nursing. Hey, your husband now said I should come fill from he wants to put me through. So from there, she knew that the man owned extra man, and he continued like that until they got to London. Now, all the people he has left behind in London, especially 1 or 2, he will go home from London, a medical doctor. So 1 or 2 refuse. Promise you money. You understand? They are marriage. So it's not everybody. Your profession does not determine you are responsible. Your profession has nothing to do with being responsible. And he gave her a shocker. He told her that he is going to divorce her. When she followed him to London, she was meant to go to Canada to go and further more her degree in the medical field. He put a stop to it and said, oh yeah, follow me to London. They did relocation and she was a dependent. They've been in London now for maybe 2-3 years. She has not been doing anything. She stopped her own career for a man. And the man now told her, just when she called that time, to tell her that he wants a divorce. Please ask me the reason for the divorce. In fact, when I read everything, ask me the reason for the divorce. Because she's a full dependent. He bought a car. The car they are using, he's the one that fuels it, the one that does insurance, you know, everything like that. Oh, they're dependent. Sometimes he won't buy fuel in the car. The wife will say, he will be angry, he will be nagging in the house. He now told the wife that after she came again to London, what to be more con ọmọ yẹn máa ń ké ariwo pọ̀, ó wá move ọmọ tí wọ́n ní one room, ó change yàrá ẹ̀, ó wá lọ dá sùn síbẹ̀ because he does video call with women. Máa ṣe phone sex. Ìyàwó wá ní sometimes ó máa pò ń wọnú that room pé kó bá òun sùn. Bunk bed tó dẹ̀ wà ń bẹ tọmọdé ni. Bóun wá sọ pé bed yẹn máa pariwo. Ara tún máa ròun. Okay, husband, buy another bed. For the past almost 2 years, kò lè ra another bed. Bed yẹn ni. Ó ní ọmọ òun kékeré, wọ́n máa gbọ́ gbàgbà. Ó ní ọmọ òun yẹn dẹ̀ ti wọ bí 8 or 9. Ó ní òun dẹ̀ òun rántí pé there used to be a friend of theirs in school that tó máa wá sọ pé daddy àti mama òun wọ́n máa ń bára wọn sùn, bed máa ń dún. So she doesn't want her child to have that she feels so uncomfortable. She doesn't enjoy. That is her offense. She's not submitting her body when he needs it because the woman said the bed is making noise. All of five from divorce you. And he told her that he's scared that she may revenge New Day Jong due to what he has done to her in Nigeria. I have no plans to revenge. Ìyá mi ò ní, bàbá òun ò ní. And my both parents gone. You are my dad, you are my mom. I put everything to a stop. Ọmọ ni mo fi ń bí. I told her, you made a mistake. You don't ever put a stop to your career for anybody. Not so especially for a man. I'm sorry. You don't. As he's building his career, you build yours too. If it means not having any more kids. How can you be a pharmacist in Nigeria? Study that kind of course. You came abroad for 3 years, you have not worked. To own to your pampers, your husband has to buy it. What do you think has happened to you there? Only depression. Money, exactly. You are depressed. How could you? How could you put a stop to your career because of a man? See what he's trying to do to you now. Because he's of course going to be with another woman that set her priorities straight. He doesn't see you in the class of what he married anymore. Because he married you because you are a pharmacist. You were both in school when he saw you. He knew that there was future. Then all of a sudden you put a stop to your own career for him. No. You've done it wrongly. As he's building his, you're building yours. No, it's actually very hard for her in London to try, and she said it that is even very expensive. And he's not ready to sponsor any of the above. She should have just gone to Canada that she wanted to go. He put a stop to it. And said, oh yeah, follow me to London. When you go to London, you should have said that. You pursue your career because ọmọ méjì yẹn Especially you know that the kind of man to fe oniranu ni. Doctor is a title. It doesn't have anything to do with the brain and the who you are. It's a title. You can be a doctor and be the most irresponsible man on earth. And you can be a mechanic and be a very decent person. Title ni. In school of medicine, I'll be studying medicine. They don't teach them to be responsible there. They only teach them how to dissect, how to do surgery, how to heal people with medicine. I've overstayed my welcome, my dear ones. I gotta go. So, I told her, you shouldn't have. I want you to go, even if it's a care job. You need to go look for anything, for a start. Just maybe you are not at the door every minute, every second. And then he also said, because the pastor to the lady came to the house and said, she's a nurse, that do you know, doctor, do you know if this lady goes out there and reports this case, you're not supposed to put your wife, subject her to order as a doctor. Only the pastor, Mrs. Iwa, threatening. So she many things, only irretrievable reason. Irretrievable, I think that's irreconcilable reason. Ni tawa man lo nbi irretrievable ni wo kan ní UK. The court is suffer ọmọ yẹn go down. But if not, they will go ahead. What you want fight? I don't know if that's how they do it in London. Here it's quite different. The family law is it's quite different. You kept that girl at home. That's where I'm going to. Like, no, it's not everything. We'll talk about this again. Even it's a raw anti boots lo muwa lo sibe. Good night, fam. It's 1 a.m. where I'm. Oh, sleep tight. Okay, Sister Barbara, good night. I'm also going to sleep now. It's same time with Nigeria here. It's past 11 in the night. My mother will always advise us not to be foolish housewife. Yes, I'm not saying housewife is not good, but housewife better be self-employed. Have something doing. If not, go out there, get yourself doing something, making sure that you don't have to depend on a man completely for everything. Because I tell you one thing, it irritates and it gives them some kind of, you know, ego that yeah, they, if they do, they won't beg you. If anything, they will bully you. That is with useless. We're not too useless for like anything about your children, even to food lunch pack. To lunch pack, the man will be saying that it doesn't matter. When he was young, he didn't enjoy all this. He has already brought them abroad. So I want only uniform won't call. You can imagine a doctor. So not be all doctor normal. Doctor that is treating people. They can only treat headache. They don't have, some of them don't have sense. Sense is personality, character, behavior is what, you know, they are trained from home. How they train themselves, how they train, and what be no. It's not, they don't teach them that in school of medicine. No. That one has nothing. So you got a married title, you're on your own. If you got a married title, a pastor, you're on your own, a lawyer, you're on your own. It's not title. It's not, no, it's not, it has nothing to do with being responsible. I see you people, I come in peace. Amen. See you tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. Rather with plenty for him, he go they punish. Punishment in airport. I always tell women, don't ever stop your own career. I know we can do that, you know, reduce work for the children. Yeah, that makes sense. But pay your husband, you want to be a dependent. What then it told you pay everything. No. You can reduce work because of the children, I understand, but not that you will now become useless for yourself to an extent that a man will even want to divorce you. Don't you know that some of these men too, they are always calculating marriage of convenience? Everybody just know what they bring comfortable. It is well with all of us. Better marry Birisope we go treat you nice than a professional way go destroy. No, it's not about profession. Anybody marry a God-fearing person. Any Tony Beru along. It's not about the profession. Even bricklayer. When we were growing, our driver had many children. Daddy me. Ìyàwó yín ti bímọ. My daddy used to correct in that ìyàwó rẹ̀ bímọ ẹ ṣe ìyàwó mi. How can somebody driver be having children every time? So it's not about ó tún máa tún ṣe ṣìnà. A tún ní girlfriend, ó máa ṣe ṣìnà. It's not about profession. It's about the person. Go. It doesn't have anything to do with a mechanic, lawyer. Gbogbo yan. Man nìyẹn gangan ni. Woman nìyẹn gangan ni. Ìwọ gangan ni. You gangan ni. It's your personality gangan ni. All right, so good night. See you people tomorrow. Catch you phone. Love you. Bye. Hello. Hello. Good day. How are we today? You're all very welcome. As you come in, kindly share. Press on the like button. Thank you. Hello. Hi, ma'am. Tiwa Tiko come. Hello. Books. Hello. Books. What's up? Báwo ló ṣe ń lọ? Báwo ló ṣe ń lọ? Mo ní sore throat o, mẹ́ni mo lè pariwo. Mo lè pariwo jọ. Mo lè sọ̀rọ̀ jọ. You can run my shit. You can run my shit, but it's not true. Hello, Books. What's up? Hello, my darling Agboke. Books. Try and press the love button, please. Okay. Try and press the love button, okay? Okay. Let's try. Try and press on the love button. How are we? Only came out sorrow you.
Let's try.
Only came around my shit. Hello, everybody. Fantastic. Okay. Yes. Okpeyemi Olagoke Yusuf. Hello, my sweethearts. Hello. Deb Staye. Yeye Tia is only Agboke that is here. Me nko Jumi ara. Jum. Arali Jum ara. Jumi, we dey here together now. I don't want any locality. This now our base now. To God be the glory. Here atiware. Jum. Rolly. Rolly is back. Where did you go to before? You disappeared for some time. We not see you now, Rolly. Shaye Vera Kemi, my mommy. Good evening, my sweethearts. Hello. Sugar Brown Best. You're all very what? Cool musician wa Bola White 20. Bola White 2020. Bola White 20. But Bola White can sing. Let's leave it for her. No, Tegoni. Yeah, your glasses are sparkling as usual. Thank you. It's recommended, though. You should know these glasses now. Yeah, I don't know who not know me. I have 3 recommended glasses. I have a green one, I have a black one, and I have a brown one. This one is brown. I wear it depending on when I'm going to work. I wear it depending on the clothes I'm wearing. You know, I look at color of my recommended glass before I wear it. It's about a short, about determine. Like today now, say me alone. Moti jẹun, forget it oh. Moti jẹun, alone. Moti jẹun. People say dey by. Moti dodo. Ẹ̀fọ́ tí mo ti sè. Mo wá warm me. Yeah, mo ti jẹun. So forget it oh. Kíní kan. Mi ò rántí bọ́ bàtà ni o. Mo ti fọ plate tí mo fi jẹun. Ẹ gbàgbé o. Mo ka bag mi rè nbí o. Mo ti jẹun. Omi tí mo mu gan. Omi tí mo mu kò tán. Mi ò gbàgbé bọ́ bàtà. So it depends on what I'm wearing. If I get how as I go dress, go work. Yeah, the glasses determines. I love dodo. I love dodo too, but I ate it with F4 today. I love dodo. But toto mo ní so true. Kò jẹ́ pé ó lè jẹ́ weather, change of weather, you know. See, now I told you people yesterday now. Mo ṣe jẹun mi tán ni mo ti la ilé báyìí. Mo ní so true. Ẹ rò pé mo ń fi ń díbọn ni. Mo ní so true. Mo kàn ránṣẹ́ ni. Kíni? Kadiatu. Kadiatu, are you for us? Are you a girl? Abi you are Indian people? No, this is Kadiatu. I think that's our own people, our African love. Oh, how are you, darling? But you are not Nigerian. How are you? Olufunke Adewumi, you're very welcome. People, hey, I joke too much. When I'm serious, the people don't know. When I'm playing, people don't know. That's the truth. Mo ní so truth. Mo ní so truth. Mo ń lògùn yẹn ni. Mo ní so truth. Ṣé pé roda. Mo ní so truth. But you people, if I do anything, some of you have gone there to laugh at me. You have so truth and you are eating. Well, mom must chop now. Sending you love from Malaika, Loveline, Ebua, thank you. Faith Michael, you're all welcome. Lolo, SMGM, you're all very welcome. Let me greet you people whilst we wait for people to come on board. Kadiatu, Kalim. Don't worry, as I start chat now, we go. You know, if I start chat now, I feel they remove the wig go. You know, I don't tire. The thing is that if I go upstairs, I may not want to come down for chat again. So that's why. So you're probably most likely going to see me early to do my chat and just know that okay, I'm going to go upstairs, retire, you know, to bed for tomorrow by the grace of God. Thank God it's Friday tomorrow. Yippee! Yippee! Olúwa ṣeun. Penny for long. Another week gone by the grace of God. I'm a real ọ̀sẹ̀ ìjà, oṣù ìjà, lágbára Jésù. We'll see it by the grace of God. Now, let me greet you people first, okay? Mojisola Olukoya, you are very welcome. Kadia 2, Kali, you're number 2. Box is number 3, you are very welcome. Sister One Day, Omo Minko, Esinko, Esiminko, Bobo Minko, number 4, you are very welcome. Jumiara, Jum. Number 5, you're very welcome. Eniola Piton, number 6, you're very welcome. Hey, Sister Debimpe Oduyemi, number 7, you're very welcome. I can see my darling Irish descent, Barbara, my darling sis. You know one thing, I'm supposed to be calling her mommy, but you know, Oyibo Wale Ayemaya, because she's Oyibo, I'm calling her sister.